That the Knicks are not only, here, but they're actually like, I mean, it's 3-1 now, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. People got very, very excited. It looked like there were more people outside of Madison Square Garden than were actually in Madison Square Garden.
I saw Earl was there.
Earl was outside Madison Square Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Right. No. I saw Spike Lee was courtside. I don't know if that's how you know it's a big game.
That Spike Lee's there?
Spike Lee is there, yeah.
Gee, was Ben Stiller there?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Tracy Morgan?
It was huge.
Must have been a big game.
Mariska Hargitay was there. Yeah, but I mean, it was, the streets were flooded. I can't imagine trying to get around. Imagine trying to drive back past it.
I saw somebody tweeted before Game 3, like, at 6 o'clock, because the game was at 3:30, at 6 o'clock, some tourist is going to get off a train at Penn Station and enter New York for the first time.
100%.
And just be met with thousands of people.
Yeah, I thought it was strange that they did Game 3. I mean, games are scheduled when games are scheduled, but the idea of doing it at 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm like, this is kind of a big game to just be 3:30 in the afternoon on Saturday.
I love it.
But you're right.
I love that they're doing these games at 7:30.
It's so nice.
It's the best.
It's so nice because they're wrapped up by 10.
That's how all playoffs should be.
Right. Started around 7.
Yeah, not 8:20.
No, it's stupid. It's stupid. And by the way,
East Coast games specifically. Like,
I mean, look, in the West Coast, start them at 4 p.m.
Well,
people will be psyched. People will be psyched. I've never gone. When I do like wrestling shows in the West Coast, and these pay-per-views start at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and they end it by dinner time, nobody's ever disappointed. They're all like, "Oh my God, we can go out and get dinner after the show. This is fantastic."
That's on a weekend, though. Like, I understand,
You could take a day off. Well, I mean, and also, but by the way, even if it's on the West Coast and the game starts at 4 p.m., you're out of work by the fourth quarter, and it's literally the only one that matters. I mean, this goes back to our original conversation about really? It's too early you're going to watch the beginning. I don't care if it's a championship game. You're going to watch the beginning of a basketball game? For what purpose?
I watched the beginning.
Why?
Why? The same reason I watched the beginning of a movie.
It's not the same reason.
It's exactly the same.
Because I walk in, halfway through a movie. Did I miss anything? Oh, you missed a tremendous amount. We got to hit pause so I can give you the rundown. I could just look at the little box, the score. Into quarter 3, did I miss anything? It's all kind of covered in the numbers right there in that box.
But how'd they get there?
It'll probably, the baskets, scored a bunch of them. It'll probably change by the end of it. I mean, even the most dramatic thing, even Jason Tatum going down.
Whew.
When did that happen?
I mean,
tell me.
Fourth quarter.
Exactly. Of course that's when it happened. He's like, now that one guy who...
That's too bad for him.
The one guy who faked an injury to shit several years ago. That, I think, was earlier in the game. So
Who's that?
What's his name?
Is that Anthony Davis?
Was it Anthony Davis? Or was it Pierce?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I think might have been Pierce, but...
I think it's happened more than once.
Yeah, no, but I don't want to take that honor away from anybody. When he was carted out with his leg, he had to be brought out in a wheelchair and then made a miraculous recovery like it was Easter. He has risen.
Like he was Bobby Boucher.
Right, exactly right. And then we find out later he just had to go to the bathroom really bad. And so he had to leave the court and he faked a thing. But yeah, Jason Tatum went down from the Celtics. Yep. In the fourth quarter, and it did not look good.
So sad.
I know.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah. He went down, and they're worried because he put no weight on it. They're worried it could be like an Achilles thing. Who knows?
Yeah, he's getting an MRI today.
Yeah. So
good.
We'll see. What do you mean good?
I mean, I'm glad he got hurt.
What about the Celtics?
I don't like Jason Tatum.
Oh, okay. Why not?
Because there's nobody that has less of their own personality in the league than Jason Tatum.
What do you need a personality in the league for?
You remember that video last year when they won the championship and he was just doing all things that other people have done?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I do remember that.
He's not an original guy. He's very good. But he's got no personality.
So it's just off the court. You're like, this is a robot who's pretending like...
This is a guy who doesn't know who he is, and he just wants to be cool.
Well, it might be just like... I mean, what if it's like Belichick, who's just like, no, I don't know how to act. I just want to do the job.
No, he's like the Elon Musk of basketball.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
He just wants people to think he's cool.
I see.
Bill Belichick doesn't care if people think
No, that's the difference. Like, I was wondering if maybe Jason Tatum's thing is that he just wants to be playing basketball and doesn't know how to act otherwise. But if you're saying he wants the acceptance, that's where it gets annoying.
Yeah.
I see. And so you're glad he got taken out.
I don't know anybody outside of Boston that isn't glad.
Okay, all right. I mean, I wasn't glad, but I have a heart. Troy, you don't seem happy about it.
No.
You're just saying, like Jason Tatum, say what you want, he's a human being, right?
That's right.
That's right. Troy was thinking about Jason Tatum quite a bit, I think.
Timothy Chalamet was there.
Of course he was. This is a big time. He's a giant Knicks fan, and you can tell because he's there.
He went to Detroit with Spike Lee when they were playing the Pistons.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick. It's so funny. He looks like a little kid still.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he's in his 20s.
Yeah, he's dating one of the Kardashian ladies.
She was there.
With him hanging, and he's still. Wait, not only does he look like a little kid, but also the way he interacts with the players, like it's much more like a little kid fan.
I love that,
which I do too. Than a cool like celebrity guy. You know what I mean? Like he understands the assignment that even if some of the players are like, "Hey, that's Timothy Chalamet, that's pretty cool." He doesn't. He's wearing a Knicks t-shirt.
It's like, but you don't understand. You're Jalen Brunson,
right? I'm excited to see you, and I appreciate that when celebrity fans show up.
No, I love that.
They don't make it about themselves or the fact that, like, yes, I should be seen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come say hi to me.
Right. That's exactly right. So, yeah, I mean, it's an exciting time. And it's maybe it's fun because, like, we're so used to, like, Yankees fans. I feel like Knicks fans are a little bit more like Mets fans who have gone through it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those sort of... we've bought our way to championships many times.
Yep.
Like we have historically, the Knicks always have to work for it.
Their fans aren't pieces of shit like Yankees fans?
I don't think that's...
It's okay to say that.
I don't even think that's a thing.
Okay, Mike, you agree?
I mean, there does seem to be an irritating element among them. I'm not a big fan of Bing Bong culture.
What's wrong with Bing Bong culture?
I find it to be one of the douchiest things in the world.
Bing Bong! No, Bing Bong culture is great. But also, you don't like... You like the X's and O's. You don't like celebratory culture. You don't like festival. Like
I don't like performative fandom.
That's because of all the work you've put in as a Cowboys fan.
But like the Mike Cannons and Sam Morills, who are probably on the edge of their seat for the entire series, I don't have a problem with them. The people who
Sam Morrill is intoxicated.
The people who have spent like the entire series hanging out in the street, it just feels very.
You don't like
dubious.
a watch party?
Yeah, they're there for the party.
But by the way, most of these people haven't spent the entire series hanging out in the street. It's just like this game. This game was far more like once the series gets deep, they don't even do the whole series. But they're having a great time.
Yeah. It's just very, very suspect.
New York comes out. They're saying it's sus. New York comes out. You know what I mean? They start bing bonging. Because the whole NBA season is like a basketball game. Are you really gonna watch the whole season?
I mean, some people do.
I guess, but like some of us
You're
have
gonna
lives.
Really watch every Monday Night Raw.
Every single Monday Night Raw. Every single Monday Night Raw is massive.
You really gonna watch every SmackDown?
It doesn't all build. Every single one is an event. Basically, every single Raw and SmackDown is like the finals.
You watch every Saturday Night main event.
There's a main event every single time. That's why they call it that. It'd be like if the Super Bowl was on every week.
Oh, is that what it is?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Jess, you don't understand.
Every week.
This is like the Super Bowl, but every week.
And sometimes twice a week. It's pretty exciting, actually.
You don't watch every NXT?
No, but that's like the mini. That's like the mini Super. That's like the college football championships every week. 100%.
All right.
No, but the NFL is something that you could sit there and justify watching every game. I don't think you could do that with basketball and baseball.
No, I mean I don't. I'm never gonna be like, you don't watch every game. You
right.
know, like, come on.
But there is a difference between watching every game and showing up in just before the conference finals.
Yeah, but I mean,
but I like it.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
No,
I'm not mad at Bing Bong culture. I like Bing Bong culture.
I love stuff like this.
Just tell me that you like a fucking block party.
I love
block parties rule.
That's fine.
Block parties are awesome.
Block parties rule.
If people were honest, they're like, yeah, man, I'm just here for the party. Fine with it.
Okay, so what you don't like is being a part of this culture and then acting as if you've earned it or like you've been there from the beginning.
It's very disingenuous.
Well, you don't like...
that's a case by case.
You don't like stolen valor.
You know what that is?
That's what it is. It's stolen valor. Like,
It's been so many years since the war's wrapped up, you don't see it as much anymore, so you forget.
But it shows up outside Madison Square Garden.
It rears its head everywhere.
Every postseason.
Jumps out of a fucking manhole in Midtown.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, no. I guess I understand that. Like, people who act like they're super fake, because that does happen. But I don't know. I feel like...
But, like, of course this isn't going to happen during the regular season. Like yeah.
Exactly. What are we celebrating? You won a game. There's going to be 17 more this week.
And there's watch parties everywhere. It's not just New York.
That's right. But however, I do feel like it becomes such a scene outside of Madison Square Garden when the Knicks are in the playoffs.
Oh, definitely.
It's a vibe. It's Bing Bong culture. Andy in South Carolina.
Hey, how's it going, Sam?
Good, buddy.
First off, Troy killing it on the phone screen today.
Excellent job, Troy. Excellent job.
So, first off, I'm a Celtics fan. It sucks that Tatum got hurt. Travis, fuck you.
Well, do you think that Jason Tatum wants everybody to think he's cool, but he's not that cool, like Travis said? Because Travis is the arbiter of cool. That's what we call him.
Travis is the arbiter of cool.
Andy, am I wrong?
Shows in your 40s and posting about it on Instagram is the coolest.
Andy, am I wrong?
He's a bit of a doofus, but I actually want to talk about a bigger doofus. I don't know if you know about the mastery that is the Celtics coach, Joe Mazzulla. He's just a fucking weirdo who makes weird animal metaphors to the team when talking about how they should win. And in an interview one time, I think he said that he watches the movie The Town 4 times a week.
What? I mean, listen, The Town is good. The ending sucks. It completely falls apart. But it's a good movie. But I can't say that I've watched it 4 times a year, 4 times a week. Like, I get it. You're
He's
from
just
Boston.
Constantly watching The Town. He talked about how when he first started as coaching the team, he would break down game footage, and I'm assuming that he needs multiple stimulus sources, so he would just have The Town on in the background every single time.
I mean, it's a lot. Look, Jeremy Renner does great in it, but 4 times a week, I don't even know how I'd fit The Town in 4 times a week. I don't know where that would all slide in. I'm glad you said this, Andy, because most of my knowledge of the Boston Celtics comes from the movie Celtic Pride, starring Daniel Stern and Dan Aykroyd. So I don't know.
That makes complete sense. I'm from Boston, and
right.
That's where I got most of mine.
And then I started to update my knowledge after Uncut Gems. I got a little bit more into it after that, but that's pretty much all I know. I love that. Is that Joe Mazzulla right there?
No, he says some weird shit.
He does?
Yeah.
Like the animal metaphors?
Yeah, just like the way that he answers questions during press conferences. Like, I don't know if he's being intentionally trolly or if he's just this naturally weird.
Or maybe both.
But I enjoy him.
Right, because it is so weird.
Because they'll say stuff like, have you talked to so-and-so about their injury? And he'll be like, yeah. We'll be like, what'd you guys talk about? Oh, we just both talked. But he's not saying it in a shitty way.
Right. Right, he's just answering
in a very matter-of-fact way.
Matter-of-factly and directly, but without any of the information that we wanted. I want to get to know Joe Mazzulla a little bit. I mean, he's probably struggling right now. I feel like being so quirky and watching The Town 4 times a week and making animal metaphors. I feel like that is good if you're winning. But once you start losing, especially if they lose this series, which they should not lose this series, if they lose this series, I would hope that Celtics fans ask him, why the fuck are you watching The Town so much instead of coaching this team?
But that's like if I was like, hey, did you hear about that, morning radio show host who watches the OJ show,
Right, as long as I'm wrecking every single morning, that's what they say. Sam's wrecking again. As long as I'm bringing the heat and bringing the pain,
bringing the ruckus.
As long as I'm bringing the ruckus every morning, like I have been, they're like, oh, it's so funny. He brings the ruckus, but also he watches the OJ show over and over again.
He's got to download it on all of his devices.
All of his devices, and I don't mean stream. I mean downloaded to the device,
ready to go.
Right. So he could be
trapped in the subway.
Trapped in the subway. It could be a nuclear holocaust. He's going into his bunker, and all he's got is the OJ show on multiple devices.
And he's probably thinking, finally,
right
time.
I can exactly. I'm Henry Bemis from from Twilight Zone. And the great irony is my iPad is out of batteries.
No,
I can't watch my OJ show.
that's not fair.
It's not fair. Yeah, no, I think that was it Meredith Brooks or no Meredith Brooks. Brooks Meredith. I think that was the actor's name, but Meredith Brooks sang the song "Bitch."
I'm pretty sure she was not in the Twilight.
I don't think so either. But if I ever started phoning it in here, if I ever did not bring the ruckus one day, I think people would say maybe stop watching the fucking OJ show.
Maybe concentrate.
And do a little show prep, Sam. So Brooks Meredith maybe is the actor's name. Okay, I'm not so far off. But yes, Meredith Brooks is the pop artist from the song "Bitch," if I'm not mistaken. This is Joe Mazzulla, huh?
It's just a compilation.
Okay.
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess. Close.
Look, Meredith is in there. And who do you think of? Who's the first Meredith you think of? Meredith Brooks. Yeah, that's right. So I'm not far off.
No.
Here's Joe Mazzulla.
It's to deal with it.
And if you have an update there, if you've talked to him about it.
Is he out? He's out.
Have you been able to talk to Jalen about the injury?
Mm-hmm. I talk to him every day.
What were those conversations like?
I mean, we both kind of mumble when we talk, and then we just
Okay, hit
shake
pause
hands
for a
and move
second. Like, what were? Because they're asking. That's a very quick reaction time. What were those conversations like? And he's not describing the content of the conversation. I've never heard anybody do that before. Like if it was like, hey Sam, have you talked to Mike Montone? I'd be like, yeah. What were those conversations like? Well, Mike answered like fairly literally to everything that I talked to him. Is very direct and he doesn't blink a lot. Like they go, oh, okay, I guess that was technically what I asked.
Like I like how he answers.
I do too. It's like
I think
because
it's funny.
and it makes you like be careful. Be careful what question. I will answer one question, and I'm going to answer the question that you ask. I'm not going to do the work to figure out what you want to know. Keep it moving.
Did he happen to mumble about his hip at all?
I couldn't understand him.
That's funny.
Mazzulla's
That's
favorite
funny.
quote is like, "There's no such thing as a foul. Either you die or you don't."
How could you not go to Fenway and think that you couldn't rob it?
Okay, hear that. Charles,
Okay, wait. Hip on. You know why he said that? How could you not go to Fenway and think you couldn't rob it? Where did they rob Fenway Park?
The Town?
The Town, the movie The Town. he must have seen The Town and thought to himself, oh my God.
You think he just goes to Fenway and he's just like looking around?
Yeah, you could definitely do It's like literally, I went through a phase in life and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I watched Ocean's 11 quite a bit.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I watched because I did. That's a great movie.
That's a great movie.
I watched Ocean's 11 a lot. Ocean's 12, not much. Ocean's 13 a lot.
Is that the one with all the girls?
No, that's the remake of Ocean's 11. I watched that on a plane once. It didn't have the same charm. I said, where's that little guy who sneaks into the box? I mean, enough of Rihanna. Where I want that little guy sneaking in the box. No, Ocean's 13 kind of went back to the original formula. But I've seen Ocean's 11 many, many times.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. And I will tell you, every room I walked into in Las Vegas, a month ago, every room I walked into, I sized it up and went, yeah, as long as I could, I would get hot dog. He'd be my little guy that fits in the box.
Like, yeah, I could do one last score.
Yeah, I think I could do one last score. I'd need to find my Brad Pitt. I'm Clooney, obviously.
Obviously.
I wouldn't know. But yeah, no, so I get that. I get it. The same, 100%. Every time I walk into a casino, I go full Ocean's 11. And I appreciate that every time Coach walks into Fenway Park, he goes full The Town.
That's like I'm not talking to you during the season, or not waiting to you for that far up. It's not good. Enemy. So
how do you bridge that? Because you have to live in both worlds.
yeah,
How do you manage that?
I just don't look at it as pressure, because like a Boston media member or somebody expecting me to win, like they don't have a weapon, like they're not gonna like come after me. Like, they don't win. Like, they're saying words, so like they don't mean anything. They're just words. The biggest thing that we
So how do you deal with the pressure of the media? He goes, well, they're not going to shoot me, so it's fine.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
I like it. Yeah, keep going. I want to hear more.
That's very, very Marcus Aurelius of him.
Yeah, it really is.
The entertainment standpoint is you can't fight anymore. I would just bring back like fighting. Pedro Martinez said in the documentary, like you just.
Hey, Joe. Ben
He
School.
pointed to his head. That's all he
For the first time since 1975, this is the NBA Finals where you have two black head coaches. Given the plight sometimes of black head coaches in the NBA, do you think this is a significant moment? Do you take pride in this? How do you view this, or do you not see it at all?
I wonder how many of those have been Christian coaches.
He's very religious.
And he just let it sit.
He came into the locker.
I love it. You get it, Buzz. I think he's great. I think he's great. I mean, he does not give a fuck about the media.
No,
he's
no.
there to do his job.
And I love that.
I love a coach that does not care and is there to coach the team. He's like, listen.
And he gets results.
That's right. If we win, that's it. And I'm sure that he got even more difficult to deal with after they started really winning. I think they should. That's what I don't want a charming coach. I want a weirdo coach that is just obsessed with figuring out how to coach people into winning basketball games, football games, baseball games. That's what you want.
Look at those eyes. Those are weird eyes.
Weird eyes. He's not blinking. He hasn't blinked once this whole montage. He has not blinked one time. The guy was setting him up to just like drop a positive quote. And he goes, how many of them are Christian coaches? And he just stares. And he's playing the elementary school principal game. I can wait just as long as you can. Trust me. Like, it's almost Marshawn Lynch. I'm here so they don't suspend me. So I can just sit here. There's an amount of time. There's an amount of time that I have to sit here. I'll just sit here until you ask another question. That's fine. No, I respect it. I think it's great. I'm interested to see. I like that they're getting all this attention in the finals here, or in the playoffs leading to the finals, because NBC is putting everything into the NBA. NBC is putting everything in. They're going all in. They're saying this is the future of the network. This is what we need. And they announced, I think it was yesterday, that Michael Jordan is going to be a special correspondent to the NBA on NBC, which is massive because I didn't see any numbers, but they must be paying him like stupid money. I mean, the amount of money. I wonder if he'll grow back his Hitler mustache just because he can. Remember when we started doing Hanes commercials with a Hitler mustache?
No, I remember that.
Because nobody could tell him to shave it.
I just don't know if he's like, hey, I'm on TV now.
He did it. I mean, Hanes commercials were on TV. Yeah, he's joining NBC as a special contributor, which, I mean, I think Fox, when they made that huge Tom Brady hire, really kind of upped the ante of what we can do with these analysts. Like, it didn't used to be take the biggest possible name ever. Like, there was some kind of mixed in with, oh, you know what, he's like Terry Bradshaw. Like, he's great, but he's also really good on TV. He's starting this new career. Now it's more like, who's the biggest name you could possibly think of?
Yeah, but
Let's
even
give them a boatload of money. Even
with Tom Brady, like, he was transitioning immediately from one career to another.
That's right.
Jordan's been out of the game forever.
And I can't wait.
Teams,
because he also still, like, he's Jordan.
There's no reason for him to do this.
He kind of, I can think of.
There's a reason.
There's got to be a lot of reasons.
A lot of zeros in that reason.
Yeah, they haven't said what the reason is, I don't think. I haven't seen it. Did you see any number anywhere?
I didn't see any number.
Me neither, which is interesting, because usually that's part of the announcement. But, I mean, he's making millions of dollars re-releasing his old sneakers, so I can't imagine he's doing it for less than a fortune. But
he's going to give out some wild parlays.
I mean,
he loves gambling.
Oh, yeah, he probably shouldn't be this involved in the sport right now. This is going to be bad. This is going to be bad for him and his loved ones. This is going to be nuts. I think I do feel like, because he's got that sort of I'm the best resentment in him, like, he's never strikes me as the type of guy that, like, feels like he played his time and now it's like, okay, now let the younger generation have it.
No, you watched the documentary.
I love the documentary. I thought I love a multi-part. I love a long documentary on one topic. A nice 10-parter.
I mean,
I love
say that.
I love a 10-hour doc.
But then they put out Making a Murderer 2.
That was a lot. Didn't require 10 hours.
I didn't even require 2 hours.
It didn't require one. The first episode. Kathleen Zellner is like, we're just going to start, doing all these science experiments in a parking lot. I go, okay, this is not a thing. This is not a real. You're just trying to keep us glued onto this before we figure out. I mean, Tiger King 2 was the same way. Mm-hmm. after that first 10 minutes. What is there
First
to
10
this?
minutes were so good, though.
Sick. Yeah, but I think Jordan will be great because he'll be telling all the young kids that they're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? He'll be one of those analysts that, well, back in my day, well, the problem with this guy is, and also, you know, anybody that gets too close to his legacy, like I feel like the only sort of great Jordan level player that Jordan ever really embraced was Kobe, and it was because Kobe embraced Jordan so much, you know? Like there was that partnership there, that kinship.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
I hope he starts to sniff out whoever people are like, oh, that's the next it person, and he just shits on him. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, why? Like, Michael, why would you do this? Why would you? And he's like, because I'm the man. I'm not ready to give it up. I'm the GOAT. It's exciting. I mean, it makes me want to watch.
You just want to watch for the song.
Basketball? Yeah, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. Jason in New York?
Yeah, hey, buddies. Joe Mazzulla hired the kid from the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, the champion child chess prodigy. He grew up to become a performance consultant, and the head coach of the Celtics hired him, and they spent a week together in the jungle.
Is that true?
Yes.
That is nuts. First of all, I had no idea that the kid from Searching for Bobby Fischer became a performance consultant. I don't even know what that is or how you get into that, but that feels like a field I would like to do. I mean, if you could just do that without, like if you can teach coaches how to coach and you've never coached before, I would love to be a part of that.
He took Joe Mazzulla, Josh Waitkinson.
Josh Waitkinson?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the kid who the movie was based on.
Oh, I thought he was the child actor because I was like, next tell me what the Indian in the cupboard kid is up to.
No, because the child actor, he always looked really sad that he had to play chess. He
was really sad about playing chess, and he could not find Bobby Fischer to save his life. He looked everywhere for this guy.
No, so the kid who the movie was based on, the actual child chess prodigy.
Oh, I was hoping it was the child actor because that'd be even stranger. So the child prodigy. Okay, he actually
took him on a life-changing trip to Costa Rica
to teach him how to play chess.
I don't know. It's paywalled.
Oh,
I'm gonna find.
He spent a week in Costa Rica with Josh Waitzkin, a chess prodigy and Tai Chi expert. Oh, that's what he did after chess. He learned Tai Chi. I like chai tea, so that's interesting. The trip described in a recent Boston Globe article involved rigorous physical and mental challenges. Oh, I love a physical challenge. When I'm double dared out, I always go physical challenge. And you should see, I get my hand elbow deep up that nose with all the slime in it to try to pull the flag out. And I do it quick. Mark Summers don't know what hit him. Rigorous physical and mental challenges, including barefoot hikes, saunas, and cold plunges. I mean, a sauna is not a mental or physical challenge. It's a relaxation thing, with the aim of helping Mazzulla develop a more resilient and insightful coaching approach.
The two had grown close after the 2023 season, so this was very recently. After Waitson, chess guy, conducted a performance psychology seminar for the coaching staff.
Wow. And it says here that they went to Costa Rica with a portable DVD player to watch the movie The Town. Because it was like they're going to be there a whole week. They're going to go to a week without watching The Town.
Oh, that's where this dude lives.
In the jungle?
He lives tucked away in a Costa Rican jungle.
Whoa. What is it about chess that makes people fucking nuts?
He wanted Mazzulla to walk barefoot on mountains amid dangerous wildlife. He wanted Mazzulla to be tossed around by the Pacific Ocean. This is after they lost Game 7.
I mean, couldn't you go to the, you don't have to go to the Pacific Ocean to get there. There's a current. You go to the Long Island Sound. You get
Typhoon Lagoon. They got a wave pool.
That's right. I mean, Mike, when you do those cold plunges off, the Jersey Shore, you get tossed around, right?
Oh, the North Atlantic's a rough one.
Yeah.
It'll get you.
Yeah. Go to the boardwalk.
Although I do hear Costa Rica is lovely.
I mean, I'm sure it's great. But I don't know if I'd want to go into the jungle and hang out with a kid that plays chess.
He's not a kid anymore. No, that movie came out 30 years ago.
A man who plays chess.
A guy who plays chess.
He was there for 8 days.
8 days? These people. 8 days? Can you give it to me in a long weekend? 3 days seems like a lot.
Now
8 days?
Now he's Mazzulla's mentor, ally, and jiu-jitsu sparring partner.
Oh, these guys.
He's been hired as a Celtics consultant now.
I mean, just, watch one of those, like,
The Town?
pickup artists or something. Why don't you just read The Secret?
He's now Missoula's most trusted confidant.
What? Joe Mazzulla is wild.
Yeah.
What a wild guy.
Well, he'll be available for interviews pretty soon, I hope.
Oh, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him about because at first I'll get it wrong on purpose, and I'll say, "So you went to the jungle with the kid from Indian in the Cupboard?" And he'll go, "What?" I'll go, "The movie Indian in the Cupboard."
You went with Atreyu, right?
Atreyu, with the giant flying dog. Falcor. That horse, it sunk all the way in the quicksand.
All the way. Cried.
Oh, 8 days does feel like a never-ending story. I mean, it's just forever. Doesn't he have a family or something? Going 8 days?
He brought the family, but he did his stuff with Chess Boy.
Whoa. And jiu-jitsu sparring.
Yeah.
James in New Hampshire?
Hey, morning, boys.
What's up, bud?
Hey, you should... Missoula is just a Christian hippie weirdo. It's fantastic. You got to listen to the quote when they asked him about the royal family coming to Boston a couple years ago.
Whoa.
It's an all-timer.
So the royal family visited Boston, and of course, as the coach of the Celtics, he's a prominent member of the Boston community. He'd probably have a lot to say. Maybe he's very excited. Maybe he brought them brought them to the practice court so they could see, because that's what I would do if I had the opportunity. I probably want the royal family to see what I do well, and maybe they could be impressed. Okay, thank you, James. Is this Mazzulla talking about the royal family?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love to hear it.
A non-basketball question. Did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
A non-basketball question. Did you get a...
I love it. And he even...
So quick.
I mean, it's so quick. He's always thinking about the Bible.
Jesus,
Mary, and Joseph. And it's almost like the way he asks is almost like if you acknowledge that there's a royal family in England, you're a sinner. Like you're a bad person. Like you're going to hell because you're talking about Prince Charles and whatnot. That's so funny.
No, I love it.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I mean, listen.
I only know one royal family.
And good for him. Good for him. That is the royal family.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care. He cares about four things. God, basketball, that kid from Indian in the Cupboard, and the town. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So, yeah. So, we've got Michael Jordan going to the
NBC.
To NBC to be a correspondent. I mean, they say special contributor. He better be on the TV a lot. Although he's probably getting to really call his shots. Everything Michael Jordan ever has done, he's been able to completely kind of do it his own way. So I can't imagine he's taking any sort of, bossing around from anybody.
No, he'll do it when he wants.
Call his own shots.
Yeah.
But I hope it's a lot. I love the idea that Jordan, because every time he says anything, it's going to be newsworthy. They probably have learned a lot from the realization that Shaq and Charles Barkley, that whole inside, I think inside the NBA has changed everything. I think Tom Brady getting hired by Fox News, and I think inside the NBA has changed everything in the sense that they realize you can get multi-million-dollar empires just based on the quotes that are coming out of these former athletes' mouths. And who bigger than Jordan to do that? So they got Jordan, and then they brought back, and everybody was curious about it, Round Ball Rock, of course, also known as basketball, because I'm going to dunk it. And I didn't realize this until yesterday, but I guess Jim Fagan is the announcer's name. Troy, you're going to love this. They brought Jim Fagan back. Let's listen to the commercial. This is the new commercial. This is from the NBA Sports YouTube page. This is the new commercial for NBA on NBC.
The NBA on
Cash is just
NBC
going
is
crazy.
back. See you this October for the NBA season tip-off.
Basketball. So see you this season for the NBA tip-off and everything. You're probably wondering why didn't you use the voiceover guy a little bit more. That's obviously Jim Fagan. Everybody remembers his voice from the original NBA on NBC franchise. That was AI generated.
What?
It is the AI voice of Jim Fagan is being used. I mean, when we talk about the idea that AI could take people's jobs, voiceover artists have got to be looking at this going, I mean, I understand you want this, but would that many people really notice? I could kind of sound like him. And even if they did, by week 2, they'd be okay with it.
It's like when you get a new Kermit the Frog.
Exactly. The Flintstones were fine.
Yeah.
With the second Fred. Everything was okay. But they're like, no, we're just going to AI the dead guy. Or the old guy. I don't even know if he's dead or not.
At least
I'm assuming he's dead.
I would assume so.
I assume he's dead.
No, we don't need you.
Otherwise, he must have signed away his rights, and they spent so much money on Jordan.
Oh, yeah, he died 8 years ago.
Oh, right, rest in peace to Jim Fagan.
I do appreciate, as much as I don't like AI, that they're saying it right in the title of the video.
Yeah, but they're
featuring AI-generated voice of Jim Fagan.
No, this is, I understand where you're coming from, but this is bad. They're tricking you.
They're
They're pulling.
tricking me.
Yes, they are. They're pulling the wool over your eyes because they're making it seem like, no, we're being forthright about this, and we're just doing it for tradition's sake. When in reality, they're making a celebration out of the fact that they're using an AI-generated voice. When they put it in the title, they're like, oh, isn't this exciting? Jim Fagan is back from the dead in Pog form. Like he's back. Isn't this great? Look what we can do with technology. And it's making people go like, yeah, this is fantastic. Troy, were you impressed by that? That's a dead man talking.
I thought it sounded great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is so cool. That's the trick. AI featuring, because it says featuring the AI-generated voice of Jim Fagan, starring
You should have him promote your new Black Caviar.
I should.
You probably could.
Of course.
I mean, use the same tricks they got. I mean, it didn't sound good. Can you go? Let's listen again now that we know it's AI, because I was listening to it last night and it does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
The NBA on NBC is back. See you this October for the NBA season tip-off.
Now, I think they're purposefully making it limited.
It's limited, and it was also probably very easy to do because they've got so much source material.
This Thursday,
he said
NBA kickoff.
Yeah.
See, it's all there. You could have, honestly, I don't even know if you needed AI. They probably didn't do it with AI. They probably just literally cut and pasted the vocal tracks that they already had. You're right. There's no reason to use AI for stuff that they already have him isolated saying. Mm-hmm. But if they say it's AI, then it becomes more exciting. Instead of just saying we used old tapes. Oh, it's we have Jim Fagan back. We're just using the old shit. No. This is AI. This is exciting. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like people are upset by it.
No reason to be.
You don't think so?
I mean, other than like some guy doesn't get this job, but
big deal, right?
Big deal. Who needs money?
Who needs that money stuff?
There's other work to do.
We'll print more. We'll print some more. Yeah, there's plenty of other voiceover work to do, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And once people realize they can just use AI, it's not like everyone's going to do it.
I mean, we do it. I use it for.
We do not do it.
You do it.
Yeah, I do it, but I mean, it's easy.
No, I know it's easy. There's never. By the way, I think you've got the debate wrong. There's never been any sort of back and forth about whether or not it's easy to use AI. Also, if your next argument is it's cheap to free, we are also aware that it's cheap and easy, but that's why it's a little dangerous.
Well, I mean, you have a world of voices at your fingertips.
You might as well use them, right? What are you, a sucker?
Well, before, when you worked here, you'd have like people everywhere. You could grab somebody,
right?
And be like, hey, come in here. I need you to voice this real quick.
Right.
Those days have changed.
If there are people in here, you could use them to voice stuff.
Well, I mean, people in the hallways, people that work here.
Yeah.
It's a different atmosphere than what it was. So it's like, it's easy just to like put it in. It's like,
okay. I see people in those cubicles. Why don't you grab one of the guys in the cubicles? Why don't you grab Baby Frankie? He's here all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the NBA kickoff.
Just talk about pork roll.
Yeah.
Or Taylor.
I don't think you're searching hard for voiceover artists, to tell you the truth. I think it's like, well, I could get this done immediately, like right now. Like I just wrote this thing, and I could put the prompts in and get it done before the end of this hour.
And
like
I can make it sound exactly the way I want it to sound.
Right, like it's 4:45. If I can't find a voiceover guy by 5, I'm using AI.
Yeah, it's just easy. Very easy. Fun.
Fun.
And you have a great time doing it.
That's the thing. He has a lot of fun.
Of course he does. Of course he does. But he also has voiceover artists that are literally his friends.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the guy that does the voice here, AJ.
Right.
I'll use him forever.
What if you could just AI his voice?
Well, sometimes if I need a word or something, I'll do it. But it just, like I hear a difference.
Right.
And he'll literally turn stuff around for us like immediately. So
plus he'll call you up and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why would you do that?"
Yeah, no, I mean he'll turn whatever we need around quick.
Right. That's what you need.
So will ChatGPT.
That's what you need. If you're gonna call up a voiceover artist and say, "Look, this is what I need done. Get it done quicker than AI, or I'm using AI." That's it. Do it right now.
10 minutes.
You have 10 minutes. I'm putting the prompts in right now. Whichever comes to me first, that's the one I'm using. And if I'm not using yours, I'm not paying you. So make your choice. The choice is yours.
Those old movie guys, like In a World guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's the major famous one died.
Yeah. They made a documentary about him.
I think so. Yeah. Like I wonder who owns the rights to his voice.
I bet that there's a lot of people arguing about it. I bet that there are studios going like, well, we own the rights to the trailer, so we own the IP on the voice and everything.
But the voice on that trailer, but who can make new trailers with that guy's voice?
Well, I'm sure his family owns his voice.
But you got to wonder, like, how does that, what happens when a guy like that dies and then his...
Because now that's being written into deals, like being using AI and everything, but it wasn't back then. I mean, but it's kind of like... I feel like it's going to end up being kind of like what the gaining royalties off of reruns of sitcoms. Like it's just like we're just going to do this, and you're going to get nothing for it. Like I bet studios are going to be like, hey dude, like we own the trailer. That voice is in the trailer. We own the contents of the trailer, so we're only going to use the content that we have from the trailer to generate AI. But AI is good enough that there's enough syllables in there that we can do whatever we want with it.
Until there's one landmark deal or something that sets a precedent.
Right.
Because that was,
it's Wild Wild West still.
Right now, yeah. Look at all the people who didn't get money from DVD royalties and stuff like that because they're like, well, you didn't make a deal like that. It's like, well, we didn't know DVDs were going to be a thing.
Right. No. When VHS came out, like that wasn't 1989 is really when like people were really buying up VHS tapes like that. Let's go to Jimmy in Staten Island. What's up, Jimmy?
His name was Don LaFontaine. This is what he sounded like. You ready?
Yeah.
In a world, in a time, one man stood alone. That was his voice.
It's not bad.
Don LaFontaine.
It's not bad, Jimmy.
Yeah, his was better.
Yeah.
Don LaFontaine. Well, he was, he was a professional. But that guy. Jimmy, yeah. It was close. Thank you, buddy. Yes.
He looks like a Don LaFontaine.
The ownership of Don LaFontaine. Yeah, he's got those like spiked eyebrows. The ownership of Don LaFontaine's voice is complex. Yeah, this is as voiceover rights typically depend on the agreement he made with the specific entities he worked with. In general, the rights to his voice would likely be split between his estate and the individual companies or productions for which he provided the voiceover work.
That's so many.
I know.
He did 750,000 television spots and 5,000 movie trailers.
See, and now it's like
so many.
You may do 3, and now we have your voice forever. Oh,
he was the man, though.
He was. And now it's like, and what they'll end up doing is go like, oh, okay, we can't have the rights to his voice. We'll have AI make a voice. Fabricate a voice that kind of sounds like his voice. It'll be different enough that they don't have to pay anybody rights. And Troy will be like, that's fun.
Yeah, I'll start doing stuff for the Sam Roberts show.
But didn't Scarlett Johansson win a lawsuit like last year because she declined voicing some company's thing? I forget what it was. Because they wanted to, she did her.
Right.
So then the company just went ahead and made a voice
Right.
that sounded like Scarlett Johansson.
I think it was one of those like virtual assistants because Scarlett Johansson did the voice in that movie Her, where Joaquin Phoenix is walking around with the lady in his ear that's talking to him, and he ends up falling in love. It was a good movie. He ends up falling in love with his AI assistant who's in his ear all the time. But yeah, I believe it was some kind of AI assistant that they wanted to use Scarlett Johansson's voice so that it sounded like that movie. And
it was a ChatGPT. It was for their voice.
That's right. That's right. And Scarlett was like, no, you can't. And then ChatGPT was like, well, you know what's fun? We can make it sound exactly like your voice, but not pay you at all.
Yeah, so I think, like you just said, like they'll just make an AI voice that sounds like Don LaFontaine.
Right.
This has kind of already been established.
Right.
And you can't do that.
That it has. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to, bank on the fact that maybe the family of Don LaFontaine doesn't have the same access to lawyers that Scarlett Johansson does.
Don LaFontaine sounds like he's got everything under control.
He's alive?
No, I mean like his family.
Bro,
you saw those eyebrows?
His family, those eyebrows were his, not his family's.
You don't think somebody with those kind of eyebrows retains a good attorney for his family?
I hope so, but he looks like a vampire, and so who knows?
Speak ill of the dead.
That he looks like a vampire?
Yeah.
He looks like a vampire. I mean, that's not it. Nosferatu.
The world is a vampire.
That's actually a good point. Will in Orlando?
Hey, not to put the rain on y'all's parade, but when's the last time you heard a voiceover in a movie trailer at all? They don't even use voiceovers in movie trailers anymore. They just show the movie.
Yeah.
I guess they kind of don't. It does sound a little old school and cheesy when you hear that voiceover. Like when you
guys started talking about this, I just pulled up YouTube real quick and looked for 2025 trailers and picked 3 random ones, and none of them had voiceovers in them.
They end up using sound bites from the movies to tell the story. That's right. That's 100% right. Thank you, Will. Because it used to it was almost like a carryover from the olden days where it'd be like intrigue, suspense, danger, and then it kind of followed this thing all the way up into In a World. And then they just started and I guess it was so easy to make quick edits that they were like, we can put the stars of the movie in the trailer. That's always going to be more appealing than a voiceover guy.
Just put words on the screen.
And just let them tell a movie, with the words on the screen. Or in all the trailers that I watch, just make jarring sound effects. And it's like, I want to see that movie. It looks scary. I want to see that movie. Listen to how jarring that sound effect was. Yeah, that's, I guess that's right. So I wonder if part of it is voiceover guys whose work is disappearing anyway are blaming it on AI when in reality it's like, bro, you didn't have any work anyway, dude.
Yeah, they just moved away. They just figured out a way to not pay you anymore.
We weren't using you regardless. It's interesting. Although they would need a voiceover guy for the NBA on NBC commercial. And instead they're using the dead guy.
That's fine. He sounds great.
He doesn't sound anyway at all. You always do this.
What?
Yeah, you did this last.
He sounds great. It's not him.
That's his voice. It's AI generated, but it's him.
It's that, but he doesn't sound great. The computer sounds like him.
Okay.
Is how you would phrase
this
that.
Is like the guy who gave his own victim statement.
Right.
You're like, he sounds great.
He sounds great. He sounds like, I would believe him. You're like, it's not him. It's not him.
Okay.
It's not penetrating at all. Troy is
bouncing right off that dome.
He's like the fucking Boston Celtics coach. Okay. He's like, okay. He's gonna say it again. Next time we bring this up, he'll say it again.
Yeah, he sounds great.
It's not him. He doesn't.
Sounds great.
No, he doesn't. He's dead.
Okay, but I just heard his voice on a commercial.
No.
So
you heard an AI generated
You heard
copy of his voice.
A series of sounds made by a computer that's designed to sound exactly like his voice. Okay. And they took out the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand at all.
Well, probably you don't want to speak over the lyrics. Jim Fagan was speaking in the commercial.
Gotcha. I heard there was an original version that had no music, just lyrics.
Yeah. It was pitched.
Yep.
I saw the pitch meeting.
Me too. Alan in St. Louis.
Speaking of intellectual property, Sam, I have to question your integrity this morning.
Please
because I recently discovered there is already a Sam Roberts show with the same apostrophe and everything.
Where? What are you talking about?
a little known entity on XM 206 about 8 years ago?
I did. I stole my name from that show. That's true. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. No, I mean, I named the show the same thing I named the show the last time. It's not. You're allowed to do that. I AI'd it. All right, Jimmy. Jimmy, what?
Listen, there's another guy who did the voice of Optimus Prime in the cartoons.
Right.
He also did the voice of the Predator. I forgot his name.
Okay, well then, goodbye.
I forgot his
name. Goodbye then. You could. I mean, I literally hung up on you. You could have Googled it before you called back. Don't do that. Don't Google it, Mike. I don't want to know.
I don't even want to know either.
Right?
No.
Hey, you cut me off before I couldn't tell you. No, I cut you off. I clearly cut you off at the appropriate time.
Yeah, the conversation.
You had nothing else to say. Hey, could you look something up for me? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm not looking it up
got
for
a
you.
phone. You're calling us.
Right. I'm busy. I'm doing all kinds of other stuff. This is a subscription service. Okay, people pay money for this. They're not paying a monthly fee so that we could look stuff up for you. As far as I'm concerned, Optimus Prime, the only thing I know him from is the Transformers movie where they did that You Got the Touch song.
Yeah.
You Got the Power. Same one that they did on Boogie Nights.
That's fucking awesome.
Boogie Nights is better.
Than Transformers?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bold statement, but I'll roll with it.
I don't understand some of these callers.
I mean,
I think Jimmy just has a lot of free time on his hands.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. It always sounds like he's in a car.
Right, he's going somewhere. I don't know where.
Oh yeah, I know. He's just going in a circle. There's a roundabout in his neighborhood that he just drives around. He's probably
listening to the show.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy in Staten Island. I don't know where the roundabout is in Staten Island.
We got a few.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy spent the last 2 weeks trying to figure out how to get off the roundabout. I can't figure out how to get. He's been 2 weeks straight.
I hope I run into Jimmy one day.
Trying to figure out how do you turn off this roundabout? I don't understand.
Just constantly has his right blinker on.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna get off. Oh no! I'm gonna get off here. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Well, we'll be able to get all our sporting information soon back on ESPN. Landmark deal announced yesterday. Rich Eisen, who I love. Rich Eisen. I think Rich Eisen does a great show. But Rich Eisen, and I tell you this is a good lesson for everybody who's in this field. Like the model of licensing your show is 1000% the future of this whole thing. I think all these TV stations are trying to figure out where they're going, and they're not committed to anything enough to go like, yeah, we will build you and stick with you for a lifetime. So if you're good enough to start your own show, you can make a ton of dough licensing your show for a certain number of years and then moving it to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. I think, Pat McAfee proved it. A lot of people are proving it. Colin Cowherd. But ESPN, it's very complicated. They are now launching a streaming app, which is not their streaming service. So there's the linear network, which includes ESPN, ESPN2, the Ocho,
right.
All of their channels. And then there's ESPN Plus, which is their streaming service. Mm-hmm. And then they are launching, which is something they've been working on for a long time, which I don't know why you would do both, but they are doing both, a streaming app, which would be where they house all the content that is on ESPN. However, there will also be additional content that is not on ESPN or ESPN Plus. Understand?
You know what it's called?
The Ocho.
ESPN.
It's called ESPN. Right. And that makes perfect sense. Because you're like, do you have ESPN Plus? Nope, just ESPN. Oh, do you upgrade? No, it's a totally separate app.
Some consultant got paid millions of dollars.
To be like, more.
What about ESPN?
And they go like this, because what people are looking for right now, we've found, is more apps. They want more apps. They don't find it confusing enough.
It's so much.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Just have like one... And even ESPN, because I swear to God, I read 3 articles about this Rich Eisen story, trying to figure out if he was going to be on ESPN or not. Because they kept going like, Rich Eisen show is on from noon to 3. He's coming to ESPN. It was a landmark deal, which was inspired by Pat McAfee, who's on ESPN from noon to 3. They're going to complement each other. I go, but you just said they're both on from noon to 3. I was going through this with a highlighter, trying to figure out how this deal works and how they're airing 2 shows at the same time. They weren't talking about moving one show or the other. So.
Well, it'll also be on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus.
Who?
Eisen. And maybe ESPN Radio.
Yes, I read that, but not ESPN TV.
No, Pat McAfee's got that.
But ESPN app.
Yes. And maybe ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Oh, actually, yes. Not maybe. Yes.
On ESPN Plus.
Eisen's program will also be featured on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus.
So they're going to run both shows at the same time on the streaming.
Yeah.
He was the least confident I've ever heard.
We've gotten to the point with
because you were like, that's how it's spelled out, but you don't get it.
As far as I can tell, it's on everything but TV.
That's how I read it too. That it's on everything but TV, but also McAfee is on Plus. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you could just stream. Like you could just put anything live on streaming. Like NBC, Peacock has like
an NBC feed.
Yeah, but they've got like 1,000 live sports things happening at the same time. So there'll be a button for Rich Eisen. There'll be a button for Pat McAfee.
Right. That's
you could probably do picture in picture.
I would love Pip.
Rules.
I mean, I remember when Pip first came out. It blew my mind. I was like, how many shows can I watch at the same time? Can I do 3? They were like, just 2. I was like, okay. Now that, still a big deal.
I mean, YouTube TV does it now.
Yeah.
With rules.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
But
ESPN Plus does it. You could put 6, I think, on ESPN Plus.
However, people throw around this picture in picture, and it drives me fucking crazy.
Why?
Because picture in picture, PIP, if you will, refers to a program on the large screen with a small screen inside the large screen. They go like this. Here's a picture in picture, and it is clearly a split screen. Split screen and picture in picture are not the same thing. They're not to be referred to the same way. And if you're watching like what YouTube TV I've seen do, which is it'll put quadrants in the screen, right? And you can watch 4 games at the same time, each game having its own quadrant. That is not picture in picture.
Well, to be fair, YouTube TV calls it multi-view.
That's multi-view. That's the perfect way to phrase it. There are other services that go, look at this picture in picture. I go, no, it's not a picture in picture. I can clearly see both pictures separately. And the 2 pictures are pasted over a background. And that's how you know it's not picture in picture. Otherwise, one picture would be inside the other picture.
It's multi-view. Jeez. I didn't know you were so hot about this.
Fuming. Smoke has been coming out of my ears for months about this because I keep saying it.
All right, it's multi-view.
Thank you. Regardless, Rich Eisen, he started as an ESPN personality, developed his show really for Peacock. Rich Eisen was on Peacock first. I mean, he was on ESPN as a personality, but the Rich Eisen show, as it started to develop into its own entity, it was on Peacock, and then it moved to Roku. And now it's moved.
A big show.
It's a huge show. It's a great show. I love that show. And then it moves over to ESPN Next. That's where it's going now.
App.
And it's going to be on the ESPN app and potentially ESPN Radio, the radio network. Now, there are some ESPN radio stations that are not on the ESPN Radio network, to my knowledge. Like, there are local ESPN radio shows.
I'm so tired.
My friend Paulie does ESPN Radio Syracuse. He's not on the ESPN Radio network. It's just ESPN Syracuse.
Is this like how some McDonald's are independently owned and some are franchises?
100%.
Oh, God.
100. No. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So, like, there are people that are like, I'm on ESPN Radio. And it's like, is there a market after? It's like, yes, there is a market. Well, then you're not on the ESPN Radio network. You're just
so confused
for that market. I don't know how ESPN does their books.
They got to be juggling. So, I mean,
wait, look, I know for me, when people go like this, like, oh, how's your show going? I go, I don't even know how to talk to you. What show? Like, that's all. They go,
so many.
I know. They go like, hey, they go like this. How's the show going? And all I say is good. Because I don't know how to tackle that. I don't know what you're talking about. I do too many shows. I got my hands everywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. You have to be more specific. Okay? And that's just me.
But good is an honest answer.
And I go good. Because I can't think of one that's going poorly right now.
You might have more coming up.
But yeah, 100%. I always do.
Exhausting.
Not even a little.
You gotta be tired, bro.
I got a lot of gas left in the
No,
tank.
you look exhausted.
Yeah, you look fatigued.
To be fair, I've looked fatigued.
You look fatigued.
I'm going to be... have you ever seen me not looking fatigued? That's just my appearance.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
It's going to catch up.
I'm a weathered person. And people would tell me it's going to catch up for a decade. It's not catching up.
All right, well, eventually it will. Yeah, it will.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm here to tell you I agree with Troy on this one. It will.
It will.
Spider.
It will. And you're afraid of spiders. I'm going to take your word for it. This guy. There's a spider.
It'll catch up.
First of all, it wasn't a spider. It was like a piece of dust.
Yeah, it was dust.
And he was like, that's why he was off mic. He's a broadcaster afraid to talk into a mic because he thought there was a spider, there was a piece of dust. Mike, have you ever seen anything less masculine in your life?
I don't know that I have.
No.
And are you sure it was a spider? Every once in a while you come in and there are like wiry hairs on the board.
It was a pube, dude.
Falling from the sky.
Yeah. It's a God's pube.
It was a little piece of dust, but it fell down so straight that I thought it was
Imagine being so scared of a little piece of dust.
I didn't run away.
I mean, you went.
And he wants to. And this is what he wants to do. He wants to go like this. Sam, let me tell you what you should be doing. By the way, I'm afraid of dust.
Yeah.
How about I don't listen to you about anything ever? How about that?
I thought we weren't going to be mean to each other anymore.
Well, you started it, and then you ended up afraid of dust.
I didn't start it. I just agreed with Troy that it will catch up to you.
When? Troy also said I'm going to get hemorrhoids.
Okay, I mean
that will happen.
Yeah, I'm not co-signing
Look at
everything.
your diet, bro. Come on.
Okay, cool. When?
You're lifting.
When?
Okay. I don't have a crystal ball to
Well,
know
you
when
sound like Miss Cleo over there telling me what's going to happen to me. When?
I mean, you eat chicken fingers and pizza every day. You don't think that's going to affect
I don't
your
eat
anus?
both every day.
I mean, it's got to come out.
One or the other.
It's got to affect the way it comes out at some point.
Sam, is that affecting your anus?
My anus is tight.
I'm not saying it's not tight.
Oh, okay. All right, then there was a misunderstanding. No, I mean, you gotta say, you're going to, when? When's it going to catch up? When's it?
Your youthfulness doesn't last forever, Sam.
Youthfulness?
I mean, he still has youthful energy. It's going to go, and he's going to get miserable, and his back is going to get thrown out, and he's going to get hemorrhoids.
Okay, now you're making it real.
You're going to get cranky, and you're going to hobble into work.
You see what you're doing? You got sold
I'm so sorry.
again on Troy's thing that everybody ends up like Troy, when in reality, nobody ends up like Troy except Troy. He got a tit job.
I was just taking one thing, and you turned it into a whole thing.
Shocking.
I was just going to be like, yeah, I kind of go to bed earlier now because I need more sleep because I'm getting older.
And I'll go to bed earlier. That's fine.
He's like,
I don't have a problem with that.
He's like, your back's going to fall out, your ass is going to just solve.
You think I'm
Like a prolapsed rectum.
Yeah, like...
You think I'm going to start wearing a posture brace to work?
How's my posture look?
Are you still wearing it?
Yeah, of course.
Troy,
BJ Barnes over here.
you got a little monkey fetching you your dinner?
I could tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Dr. Watson?
Dr. Watson. Troy, you've been wearing a posture brace?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, my fiance just had spine surgery. She has excellent posture now.
Right.
You know? And I feel like my posture's always been bad.
He is that guy who, like, his loved one gets spine surgery and he goes, oh, there's something wrong with me too.
No, I admire her posture
Right.
for being so, because she literally, it's perfect now.
Because she just got spine surgery.
Right, so she has no other choice but to have perfect posture.
Right.
And then I came back, I was running, I'm starting to run again.
Good.
And I came back and it just,
From your feelings.
Well, that's been happening my whole life. I came back and my back was just killing me and I was like hunched over. She's like, oh my God, your posture's just so bad. And it's been bad.
Right.
And then I saw a thing online. I think it was like on Instagram or something.
Oh, perfect.
It was a posture straightener. And I was like, oh, this is great. And I love it. I love my posture straightener.
Wait a minute.
Huh. I got it off Amazon.
You sure it's not a pasta straightener?
It is. It's a pasta straightener. It's for noodles.
I don't know why it doesn't fit.
I really thought that your posture brace was prescribed by
So did I.
a doctor.
So did I.
No.
Yeah.
You just saw it on Amazon.
Well,
You're
saw
just
it on
self-diagnosing?
You saw it on Instagram. By the way, I'm really analyzing what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I also love that you saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
You said, well, I'm not going to get taken by some ridiculous Instagram ad.
I'll go on Amazon.
Let me look it up on Amazon and buy it there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart because there aren't third parties just selling bullshit on Amazon.
No, it's good. And it had good reviews.
They did?
Yeah.
5 stars?
Yeah.
4.5.
Look how great my posture is.
Posture's good. Do you have to? I mean, does it correct your posture long term, or is it just as long as you're wearing the brace?
I think it just gets you to like this. It just gets you used to being like this.
Right.
So if I tip you over, can you not like get back up?
No, yeah, you lays flat. If you wear it to bed, you can't get up.
I'm like a turtle.
Yeah.
No, and then I mean, this camera is the worst angle possible.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fix it.
I mean, who angles it?
Yeah, you do.
Well, you have to get everybody in the shot.
Right.
That's the point, right?
Right. You know, totally. I mean, but you're the guy who sets up the camera.
Well, I mean, this you couldn't have a worse possible angle for me than right over there.
I mean, you could probably make it a little lower or something. I'm not going to tell you.
I would look better over there, but then you wouldn't see those guys.
Right.
It's not about me.
So
you
what's
want it
so
to
bad
be
about
head
the
on.
camera?
I would prefer it.
I got you, because the angle is bad because it's over the shoulder and then you see the posture.
And just like, I'm like this.
So you've been watching footage of yourself.
When it cuts to me, I'm like, oh my God.
I see. Okay.
So you shamed yourself into buying an Instagram.
I've had enough. My posture's been. I remember in 8th grade, people being like, "Oh, you don't stand up straight."
Right.
It's like 40 years ago.
I know.
Right.
So that's how long this has been going on.
It's been weighing on you. You're a sensitive guy.
You are.
Gentle mental.
Well, I mean, I don't. You see those people walking down the street, those old people, and they're like literally hunched over,
you think that's gonna
staring
happen?
at their feet. I feel like I'm headed there.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm getting on it now.
You know what people used to say to me in 8th grade?
What?
I don't remember. It was 8th grade. Who cares?
I don't know.
Well, when people said things that hurt,
right?
You know,
hurt people hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't forget those things.
They call me Big Head.
They did.
There's nothing I can do about that.
I could see why they'd say that.
Right. I gotta go to like a witch doctor or something. Get this bad boy shrunken up like Beetlejuice.
I get it. Middle school was rough.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, can you imagine like being in 8th grade? Like they called him Dick Fingers. You know,
didn't call me Dick Fingers.
There's
What are
nothing.
you talking
Was he
about?
going to get collagen injected into his fingers?
I could share, but they didn't call me Dick Fingers.
Twinkle toes.
I figured they must have.
Fruitcake.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my guess. That was just my
Why
guess.
would they call me Dick Fingers? Look at these fingers.
Yeah.
They look like dicks.
That's what I meant. No. So back to my point. Like, you know, I don't know. I take advice from you. This is going to happen to you. That's going to happen to you. This is going to happen to you. When you're walking down the street, seeing hunched over old people, going, "That's going to happen to me." I need to go on Amazon and get a non-doctor prescribed posture brace.
I mean, it's not. It's just 2 Velcro strips that go pull it back like this.
You put it on every day?
Yeah. Look.
Let me see.
Yeah. Can you show us what the
Oh,
brace?
you want to see it all? You want to see it all?
Well, you don't have to take your shirt off, but just like lift your shirt
Lift up the back.
The back, buddy.
Oh, the back.
Yeah, I want
Where
to see
the
your belly.
braces. Yeah, belly's
Oh my God, there he really is.
Oh, you're wearing a bro.
Yeah, it looks like it fastens like a brassiere.
Yeah, that's a man's ear.
Yeah, it fastens like a bra.
I mean, it doesn't do anything to my titties.
Obviously not.
No, yeah, we can see those.
If anything, it's making them more perky the way you're sticking them out, chest out. Yeah. You couldn't make a conscious effort to just sit up straighter?
You know what? You do, but then you just go right back to it.
I see.
I get that.
I see. Would you consider a posture brace?
Well, your posture's fine.
I can't believe it's not prescribed. It's just a thing he bought on Amazon.
I thought it was too.
He just bought on Amazon.
I thought, like, when he first told us, like, maybe a week or 2 ago.
It's self-prescribed.
Yeah.
But look how nice my posture is.
Can I tell you 100% the truth?
Yeah.
I haven't noticed.
I didn't notice one thing either.
Okay. Well, I feel better. So at the end of the day, it's all that matters.
That's true. That's true.
Self-care.
Hang on, honey. I got to put my brace on before work.
She helps me strap in.
She does? Does she tell you, like, don't do
You
this?
have to wake her up early in the morning?
She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
But shouldn't that
She's recovering from major surgery.
She's doing great.
Can you imagine that? Like, your wife's recovering from major surgery, and you're like, also me?
Yeah. Hey, how about me?
Also me. Let's work on my back now. No doctor said anything, but I bought a thing on Amazon.
Because I won't be like you.
Right. Also, let's talk to Sam about how he's got to get his life together.
Your life's fine. I'm just saying, things are
Hemorrhoids
going to
are
happen
coming.
as you age. I think you're denying aging.
You've been telling me that for years, dude.
Okay, well, you're only 45.
I'm younger than that, but even so, let's say I was 45.
Okay.
And
you're
I'm
going to
fucking
hit 50. You're going to hit 60 at some point.
Yeah, we know
So
how
you think
math
I should be
works.
bracing now for 60? Oh no, thank you. I better work less because I'll be 60 someday.
But I'm just saying, when you hit those ages, you're going to feel it.
Okay, so we'll talk then.
Okay, we will. I don't think I'll forget this conversation.
You'll call me right up. Hey, asshole. How you feeling, dick?
Yeah, how's your back now, dickhead?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, mine's fine. Because I bought
Posture.
him. By the way, you know how bad he's probably fucking up his back because he bought some random brace on Amazon.
Oh, it had good reviews.
Oh, it's probably leaking lead.
Oh, for sure.
It's fabric.
The doctors are going to be like, "What'd you do to your discs?" No, I wore this bra that I got on Amazon. It's for your back.
I figured there was like something on the whole back.
No, it's just it keeps my shoulders thick.
I think you're just wearing a bra.
I think.
No,
Do you think it's a placebo
bra,
effect?
Yeah,
I do too.
Bra would have there's nothing under my titties.
No, that's true.
I think it's placebo.
Okay, well, whatever works.
Yeah.
So is it this?
Hang on. Do you want me to? I'll find it on Amazon.
Is it this or something?
Oh yeah. You know how you know how you can tell it works? It's $26.95.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about
That's about right.
3.6 stars.
That's
I'm not buying anything that's less than like 4.5.
You made it sound like it was 5 stars, dude. It's 3.6.
Hang on. Let me see.
What did the negative review say?
It probably doesn't work.
Yeah. Don't shout out the brand. I don't want to besmirch them.
16% 1 star.
Bro, 16% of this is the problem.
How do I find the ones I bought?
This is it. This is the one you bought.
My orders. What the hell's my orders?
Oh my god. It's like my dad.
You know why it's 16% 1 star?
What?
A lot of these products, they use like bots to heavy up the 5 stars. And then people come in with the real reviews that are 1 star, and then it averages out to 3.5.
Difficult to use.
You have to be a total idiot to buy this.
Not great.
Did nothing for my beard.
Fiance still makes fun of me.
Yeah.
You have to sign in to read more reviews now? What the fuck?
Forget that.
Yeah. And I'm certainly not doing it on my app. I don't want my algorithm changed.
Oh, yeah, because I'll just be offering you all kinds of ridiculous medical products that you can just buy over the counter.
I thought it was prescribed.
I did, too. I really did. I thought it, at least by or at least recommended by a chiropractor.
Yeah, like, hey, maybe do this if you want to feel better.
Right. Not just like...
What do you guys care if it was prescribed or not? It's helping my posture. I'm telling you.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. Just like everything else. You're usually right on the money with stuff.
I'm the one with the back.
And I've always said you can do this if you put your back into it.
But I'm trying to put my ass into it.
Oh, put your back into it.
Put my ass into
it. John in Philly?
Danny Manlover, how are you?
I'm great, John. How are you?
How's it going?
Listen, you guys are midgets.
Yep.
Well,
Troy's 6'2". You don't understand that when you're taller, it's just a natural reaction that you kind of let yourself hunch down. Mm-hmm. You guys are what, Troy's 4'11", or Travis is 4'11".
Yep.
You're 5'2".
I'm 5'2.5". Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're constantly trying to get yourself an extra inch.
That's true. I had to get a brace because I was standing on my tippy toes so much.
I'm always looking for extra inches.
Yeah, my foot brace is what I needed because my toes were overextended. I
cannot see.
Yeah, I've hyperextended my toe knuckles.
Also, very important. I just watched the Simpsons that had Homer giving Marge the bowling ball.
Sure.
That's kind of how I feel about this 16-year-old birthday party to Disney. Good job, Travis.
Thanks.
I mean, kids love Disney. Yeah. I gotta say, kids love Disney more often than women love bowling balls.
That episode's so funny.
Yeah, in Travis's defense. Also, boy, did that work against Homer.
Oh, yeah, that backfired.
That son of a bitch, Jacques.
Marge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Congratulations on the self-diagnosis.
I mean, I'm fine. I feel great.
You look great.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't wait till you discover the next problem.
The same to me.
Exactly the same. He was saying last week, he was going, guys, did you notice my posture is better? And Travis and I were like, oh, yeah. No.
You guys lied?
Yeah. I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are dicks.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
I mean, it's a little wild that you would assume we notice your posture.
Yeah, because what I wanted when you were like, did you notice that? I wanted to find out why you were asking, so I just said yes. But the answer was no.
Oh, these are good.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, these are...
That's a real deal. Yeah. Holy shit, that's strapped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the 3.5.
It's not just a piece of fabric you bought from China.
By the way, the reviews were not great.
No, it's 3.6 reviews.
And a lot of it is because of all the one
stars. You want me to
stars.
find you your thing for you? Open up your Amazon.
I don't...
Just do.
Or just look up the brand that's on the back of his back.
I'm worried what this dickhead's going to do.
No.
Okay, he's going into orders. Hey, Troy orders a lot, though.
There we go.
He's going to have to scroll around forever.
He bought an iron.
I did. I needed an iron here.
For what?
to iron my shirts.
He also
Hello?
bought an ironing board. That's all I know.
Yeah, this says 4.7.
Thanks for the insight. Oh, okay. Well, you were looking up the wrong one.
Slippy's car is green.
4.7, but it's a lot of 5-star or 1-star because that's always
48 reviews, 4.7.
48?
48 reviews is
that not bad?
I mean, I'm not buying a back brace on Amazon with 48
It costs
reviews.
$20. If it sucks, I throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, but then your back's all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up if I don't wear it.
It could do worse harm.
Yeah.
You guys are just
Go ahead.
being confrontational just for the sake of being confrontational. I'm telling you this.
Is it
works.
almost like when you just like look at somebody and go, "You're going to get hemorrhoids and you're exhausted"? Is that almost like that?
No, that's.
Isn't it weird that we reap what we sow, and sometimes it happens in real time?
I mean, it's gonna happen.
Sometimes in this room, God can be a vengeful God.
I mean, there's got to be enough back braces on Amazon where you can find one that's more
There's
than
back braces
40.
at a doctor's office. You go to the doctor.
Yeah, I mean,
You go to
that's
the doctor and you go, "Is there something wrong with my back?" Doctor goes, "No,
you look fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
stop leaning over in your chair."
I can't. I mean, look at this. This is not a good work situation for my back,
I never understood why wouldn't you just screen calls in the other room,
bro. You give me the okay. I'll pick up all my shit and go in there right now.
No, Earl's in there. He needs to prep.
Yeah, he's high off the Knicks win.
Yeah. He was partying in the streets last night.
These chairs are fine.
No, I'm like hunched over.
These chairs are bacchiotomy chairs.
Yeah.
Whatever you say about
I mean, look, this is
They're
terrible.
ergonomically correct.
They're ergonomic.
I'm leaning back, and look what it does. How am I going to work like this?
So, listen, we told you, don't dance. Just pull up your pants.
You mean do the Rockaway?
Lean back.
I'm leaning back.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know that you just bought it on Amazon for $26. Okay.
I need one of those tables that where you stand. Those look good. I see some of the people here having them.
You want a desk that moves like
so I could be up here.
You want a standing desk?
I would love that.
Travis, can you hook that up for my guy?
No, we can't hook it up.
Why don't you get like?
He's got no juice.
That's a good point.
I got zero juice.
Why don't you get like a series of like a big wooden box or something, and just put it on the table, and then put your laptop and raise everything up?
Yeah. DIY.
Where am I going to get a wooden box?
Where are you going
Home
to get
Depot.
on Amazon?
Can I expense it?
Yes.
Yeah. 100%, dude.
For sure.
Yeah.
We can probably expense this back brakes since we talked about it.
You can make a wooden box. Go to Home Depot and get the ingredients.
Can you ask McClure if I could do that?
Yeah.
$28.
$28.
He can't expense the back brace. It doesn't do anything.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. You can't. It doesn't do anything.
He said I could.
It doesn't do anything. You
Sam
can't do it.
overrules me.
Look how great my posture is.
It looks like you look the same.
You just look like you're standing up straight, and you're making an effort to do it.
Right. You know what you look like? You look like a guy whose back is the same who got swindled.
Okay, but if it helps.
You look like a slightly more swindled version of Troy.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the damage has been done already.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm trying to correct it.
You look like somebody who they would have a good time with on the boardwalk. Step right up. Step right up.
The ball was under that cup. I don't understand.
You look like somebody I'd put a little chalk on my hand and pat you on the back.
Oh.
That way everybody knows we got one. We got a mark. I saw it on Instagram.
Okay.
It's my favorite phrase in the English language. That's when we're off to the races. The minute I hear I saw it on Instagram is like
Bob Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay, but it works. If shit works.
No, you think.
Remember we teased Bob Kelly about it you were in the room when we teased Bob Kelly about it and then you did it.
No, Bob Kelly gets stupid little tweezer things you put on your fingers to eat chips with.
Knickknacks.
That's so stupid.
Did you give those to your kids?
Yeah, they loved them.
Yeah, because they're for children.
No,
well,
that's
Bob
true.
Kelly's trying to sell us on it.
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
get it
trying
for-
to
I
sell
didn't-
us on that breathing tape too.
Bro, I guarantee you, by the way, Troy is one recommendation away from getting the mouth tape.
No.
I'm
not taping my mouth shut when I sleep.
Can I make a prediction?
Go ahead, but I don't think he's going to share anything with us anymore.
No,
Because
that's it. I'm done. I'm not telling you guys jack or shit.
I think within a year he'll be using mouth tape.
Okay, I will not take that bet because I agree with you.
100%, because I'm looking at who's getting sold on it,
Mhm.
and I'm like, yeah, Troy's right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna hear it from one guy, but not like a person. Like he's gonna watch a video, and they're gonna be like, you know what? Those assholes who don't think they're ever gonna get old. They made me think this was stupid, but I'm looking at this guy on YouTube, and it's not stupid. Let me just try it. And he's going to be with mouth tape.
I sleep great. I don't.
And I'll tell you what.
Do you wear it all day?
The mouth
Back
tape?
brace?
No.
Oh.
The back brace.
Not when if I do boxing or yoga, I take it off.
Yeah.
Other than that, if I go for a walk, when I'm getting my steps in, hell yeah.
And his fiance is going to 100% go, yeah, you should wear the mouth tape because she's going to be like, that's less complaining.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, your mouth is taped shut.
Right.
Finally.
Right.
I have no problem sleeping. I'm not wearing mouth tape.
Okay. All right, sure.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
I
want you to know
you're
right
not
now.
going to get hemorrhoids.
Okay.
So,
I don't think that's. I mean, the hemorrhoids wouldn't be a choice. I'm not gonna get swindled into getting hemorrhoids.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah. Your working theory is that you got hemorrhoids because everyone gets hemorrhoids at a certain age.
well, you also have just a steady diet of pizza and chicken fingers.
And so far, it's been working out great.
Okay, but at some point, it's going to turn.
It's got an immaculate anal.
I got one of the great anals.
You do?
Yeah.
One of the great ones. It's been rated.
Really?
By Power and Associates.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
JD Power and Associates ranked it. Okay? And a great safety ranking as well.
Oh.
By the way, you're doing it on purpose now.
I feel great.
Do you see him doing his posture on purpose?
Of course I do. And he doesn't feel great.
No, he doesn't.
No.
You know why?
I feel better like this than I do like this.
You never did that.
Yes, I did.
You never were hunched over.
Go back to the tape.
Yeah, I'm going to sit there and watch footage of Troy.
Like you don't have something better to
I don't have
do.
anything better to do. Watch footage of Troy.
Slouching around.
Right.
Eating chomps.
Exactly. Maybe eat less processed meat. You wouldn't have to get a back brace.
That has nothing to do with that either. It has
No?
nothing to do with anything.
I don't know. Leaning over and eating chomps out of a trough every morning is not the best thing for you. Exactly. I'm sitting here and oh, you eat chicken fingers every day. This guy eats 9 meat sticks a day.
He grabs 3 bags of chips before we even come up here.
You got a box of chomps.
I've won.
Because you ate one.
No, I didn't. Oh, I had.
Go ahead. What have you eaten today?
I had almonds, smokehouse almonds.
Okay.
There's not another bag of chips somewhere.
No, this is it. Because people steal the smart food,
Mm-hmm.
so I got to make sure I get mine before everybody else takes theirs.
Are you going to sue the company?
Sue serious?
No, Smart Food.
Why would I do that?
For false advertising.
We're not supposed to be mean to each other. You can't help yourself. It was
Yeah,
good.
for somebody that's like, oh, we're done being
But
mean.
it was a good one, though. It wasn't
was
an
really
attack. It
good.
was too
Yeah.
funny for it to be an attack.
Because it's called smart food, and he's eating it.
That's funny.
Okay, so when I start being mean to everybody, then just be like, hey, you set the pace.
That's funny.
Funny's funny.
It's funny.
All right, I'm going to start being mean to everybody.
Okay, we'll see how that works out for you.
What a wild Toots day.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, you know what? In honor of this conversation, we are celebrating Toots Day, and that's why we did an analysis of Mr. Toots' father,
Where's this jingle?
Troy Kwan. Yeah, I would like to hear the celebration
Travis, hello.
He's talking.
of Toots Day.
It's Toots Day.
He's silly and he's furry. His name is Mr. Toots. He's always happy and purry. That rascal, Mr. Toots.
And Travis, your instinct was good to not interrupt me mid-sentence with the Toots jingle. That was that was the right call on your part. Troy, you're a little hot right now.
Well, you guys are shit on my posture all morning.
No, we're not shitting on your posture all morning. Nobody noticed your posture.
Yeah, no
we're
one
shitting
cares.
on your financial decisions.
If it helps, why does it matter?
We gotta go to break.
You think?
I thought we were talking about Toots.
No, that was the Toots
That was
segment.
it. Yeah, we did it.
Oh, that's it? We blew it?
Yeah.
We covered Toots Day covering Toots' dad.
Oh. But you didn't even talk about him in his royal garb.
It's the same garb as last Toots Day.
No. This is the official picture.
I understand, but we spent so long talking about his royal garb last Tuesday, Toots Day. Like it's the same garb. It's just a different picture of it.
This is the official picture.
Well, it's a great portrait. We can post it for Toots Day.
Can we do that? We
Yeah,
post it on the
yeah.
official?
Can I? I'll reshare it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in our stories.
Do you feel a little
Stories,
better?
not a hard post?
No, we'll do stories.
Well, I need the photo for a hard post.
We'll do stories.
Stories is good.
Stories
we don't
is
want it to
fine.
live.
Yeah, and people will be like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah.
It's Toots Day.
I understand.
Plus, the only royal family I acknowledge.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I like that.
Yeah. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We are back with Sam Roberts Show.
Video from the studio. So they end up being, 20 minutes or so. So we kind of took our 45-minute conversation and condensed it down to about 20 minutes. That'll end up on YouTube. But if you ever are watching these videos and you want to hear the whole conversation, the whole bloody saga, just go to the SiriusXM app, where everything is available, from Sam Roberts Show, from full shows to breakdowns, interviews, everything. Just search Sam Roberts Show on the SiriusXM app. Also, if you listen live on the app instead of in the car, I mean, if you're in the car, you should listen in the car. But if you are listening on the app, let's say you get to work and you want to listen, there's a little phone icon now, a little button in the app that you could just tap it and it'll put you right through to Troy. And you could talk to, even if you don't want to get on the show, you just want to get a recommendation on, a posture brace. You can call up Troy and just ask him. That's crazy. What other show offers that service? Can you imagine if you're just listening to Rogan and it's like, if at any point you're listening to the show and you want to call young Jamie, his phone's on. There's literally a button on Spotify. You just hit the button and, oh, hey, Jamie, I'm digging the show. Oh, okay, thank you.
And for some reason, he hates it.
He likes it. Was that just somebody just calling up to say just big ups?
Yeah, that was Jordan in Harrisburg.
Nice.
And he was just calling to say, because he really appreciates the new Black Caviar single, Press Play.
See, if you like that, if you like Press Play, if you're listening to Black Caviar right now, just tap the little phone.
If you like Press Play, press the phone icon.
Yeah, it'll take you right.
Tell Troy.
It'll take you right through to Troy.
Oh, shit.
You all right, bud?
I'm all tangled up.
Smart food didn't work?
Need help?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Big Cat?
It's really turning into that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Got it. You got it.
There he is with the facial hair and everything.
I do.
Troy, you think they're all against you?
I think people are mean. I think you guys
I do. Yes, I do.
You guys are mean.
I was down the hallway again and McClure told
Jim McClure.
In studio for the first time in a couple weeks, Hot Dog is here. Hot Dog, who I would say supervises a lot of our video production.
I like that.
Yeah. Video supervisor for Not Sam. And that needs to be put out there because he does like to wield authority that he may not have over not Sam people.
Like the SiriusXM.
That's right. There's Sam Roberts Show people employed by SiriusXM, and then there's Not Sam people, and Hot Dog sees, and Sam Roberts Show is an extension of Not Sam, obviously, but because it is, he sees his authority in the Not Sam universe as authority over all Sam Roberts matters. Troy, would you say that's accurate?
1,000%.
Okay. And sometimes
it's a bit confusing. You don't know where the line is.
I get it. I'm able to kind of walk that line. You're not a tightrope walker. Okay. You're a big steps guy.
Yeah. I'm like, you gave me authority. And you're like, yeah, I have authority over there too.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't say that. And you're like, well, I'm going to test it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now, Hot Dog has been on a 4-week-long
tour.
Singles sex vacation to Greece. Is that right?
It's incorrect, actually.
I saw pictures.
Yeah, no, you have been trying to make this a whole sexual.
It was.
Well, there's a lot of attractive people there, so yeah.
I mean, not many guys, mainly girls.
I think there was 2 guys, right?
Me included, yeah.
And 15
and
girls.
Who was the other gentleman, by the way?
He's one of the girls' boyfriend.
Oh, which girl?
One of the blonde ones, blonde white ones.
Okay.
We were sizing them all up.
Troy's got some questions.
Right.
That's what I'm here for, I guess.
Well, it does feel a little like, I mean, there was I think White Lotus was thrown around. Vibe where it's like a lot of people feel like consequences don't apply to them right now and are going to make decisions that affect the rest of their lives.
Sure. I mean, the trip came together within a month or two.
Perfect. So, also, Hot Dog vacations more.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Me neither. You spend more time on vacation than anyone I've ever met.
I have unlimited vacation days.
Not for me. I mean, it's insane. Literally. And you'll go I go, you were in Vegas 2 weeks ago.
It was the week before.
And you go, it was a work trip. And I go, oh, really? Because I saw you climbing Red Rocks and riding roller coasters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And vomiting all over the hotel room.
I forgot you vomited in the hotel room. That doesn't sound, it doesn't sound like a work trip.
We're not leaving it.
Blacking out.
Right. And then a week later, that's right, because it was a week ago. See, I was thinking Vegas was so long ago, but you spent the entire time in Greece.
Yeah, it was back to back. It was amazing.
Right.
I didn't even like.
How long were you actually in Greece for?
10 days.
That's like an impossibly long vacation. There's not one. Did you go to multiple places in Greece?
Yes.
Where?
A couple islands, and then Athens. So we went to Mykonos first. We went to Paros. We went to Crete, and then we went to Athens.
4 different places in Greece. Why? Do you love Greece?
I had no opinion of Greece whatsoever before this trip.
What do you think now?
It's good.
Okay. I want you guys to know.
It's good.
I visited 4 places in Greece over 10 days. It's a good place.
I'm here to tell you,
it's good.
It's good.
It's a good
I
place.
had a good time. I mean, I go along for the ride.
People say about pizza.
Yeah, I had never had pizza before. I tried it. It's good. It's good pizza. It's good. It's good. It's good. I like it.
Well, because we have a large group chat that at the end of the year we usually do something big in November. That's usually when we go. But this year we were like, well, we got the itch. Let's get out of the country. And then someone was like, what about Greece next month? And I was like, all right.
What about Greece next month?
Yeah. And I was like, I have no opinions of Greece. I'm not.
And they're all just able to up and leave.
But you're not anti.
Really?
There's just disposable income that's just pouring out of you guys, huh?
I mean, that has to cost so much money. Greece for 10 days?
A month in advance?
Not any more than like New York City. Like the food and everything like that.
You have to fly. You're already here.
Sure. Yeah, you have to fly.
You're paying. You're not. What do you put your rent on pause while you're in Greece?
Go to Astoria.
What are you talking about?
There's tons of Greek.
I've never heard that in my life. Was your vacation expensive? No more expensive than being at home.
Right here.
What do you? What?
Right. As soon as you land, it's like, oh.
How did you get in the air?
I had to buy a flight. The flight was not that bad.
And what about the sleeping arrangements?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you.
Mm-hmm.
2 guys, a bunch of girls. So would you have like 3 beds?
There's another girl not pictured in this. That
Nice.
she came in later in the tour. But
The tour. That's the only smart one out of any of you. If I find out that like, all the friends are going to Greece for 10 days, you have to come. I'll meet you on day 8.
yeah, I mean Annie did 4 days and then she dipped out, or 5 days, and then dipped out.
Smart.
Not everyone. I stayed the entire time.
Of course you did.
Yeah,
Of course you did, because you're FOMO. You're FOMO deluxe.
Yeah, I don't want to be looking at Instagram stories while I'm.
Oh, that looks so fun.
I wish I was still there.
As opposed to like looking at Instagram stories and all of us were going, how is this still happening?
So long.
Well,
It's
if you're
been
gonna go to Europe, you're not gonna go to Europe for a weekend.
No, but you're not going to go for 10 days. You go for 5 days.
No.
I went to Hong Kong for 7 days.
And
All you
did
did
it
was
feel
eat
kind of,
McDonald's.
and by
And it was good, but it's like I have a job. I have to get back.
but by day 6, day 7, I would imagine
Yeah,
you're kind
I'm
of
good.
like,
We're good.
I did it.
What day did you leave? Can I ask?
We left
like a
on
Thursday or
Thursday.
Thursday, and you came back on what day?
On the Sunday. The following, not the next Sunday, the Sunday after.
That's like 10 days.
Well,
I mean,
there's also, you lose a day traveling.
right.
Remember Hulk Hogan? He worked more than 365 days because he was going back and forth.
Well, I think if you go to Europe or you go to Asia, you fly on Thursday, so you get there Thursday,
Right.
And you still have that weekend,
Right.
that you could still do. You have the whole week to
Okay.
yourself,
Okay.
and then you fly Sunday back home
That's the move.
because you're going back in time.
Yeah, but I left Thursday and I got there Saturday.
Asia and Europe are not the same.
Yeah, you must have had some like layover connections or straight. I don't know how that worked out, but it worked out great for me.
Asia and Europe are different time zones.
And I've been there too.
Hong Kong?
No, he has been to Japan. I mean,
Yeah.
That's true.
He vacations like that.
Yeah,
Right.
I know
never
how
seen
to.
anything like
I mean,
I'm
listen.
a pro. I know how to do this.
Listen, you're not married. Clearly, based on these pictures, you're not married.
I don't even think you're in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I am.
Trust me when I tell you, I am married. And if I posted one of the photos that you posted, I wouldn't be married anymore. You're not married. You don't have kids.
Yeah.
You're paying rent, so you don't have a mortgage.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I own a
You got
house.
to pay rent. Well, you don't. I'm not even going to get it. I don't want to. Don't. It's going to get too complicated.
yeah.
Your life is stupid.
Yes.
Not like stupid. Like, oh my god, my life is stupid. Like it's
So
idiotic.
sad.
It's idiotic the way you live your life. But
You're not using stupid like slang.
no, not like when I go like, oh my god, like look at all I'm doing at WrestleMania. My life is so dumb. This is so dumb, but because it's so amazing.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
I'm saying it's like a moronic existence.
hey, I'm having a blast.
It seems like that.
I'm having the time of my life.
And by the way, I'm sure when you hear, people going like, you vacation more than anybody ever has, you're going like,
awesome.
Yeah, you hate us because you hate us.
Yeah, I'm not going to switch places with you.
Yeah. Do I got to get back to work? Like, does that sound like,
I'm taking this too far. I got to do 3 days next time.
Right. Do you have any other vacations planned this year?
Yeah. Ecuador in July.
Of course, because it's the middle. It's the middle. Not 2 months. It's the middle of May. It's 6 weeks away.
Right. Yeah. The flight hasn't been bought yet, but
of course not.
On vacation.
Well, that's the thing about flights.
It's summer.
That's
summer
the thing
break.
Now I know when it is.
Summer break.
Summer break.
What is summer break?
Mid-30s.
What are you talking about? Summer break.
You don't get summer break.
And by the way, you
Kids
just went
get
to Greece
summer
for 10 days in May. What are you talking about summer break?
It's late spring.
That's spring break.
Spring break.
That's, by the way, longer than college spring breaks.
What, a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't leave college for 10 days and go on spring break. People will be like, is he alive?
No, bro. You do the week, and then you do the weekends before and after.
Right.
And then you add it all together.
Right.
And then if you need to, you call out sick Monday.
And also have to call out sick the Thursday and the Friday before the week.
Right. If you need to.
Yeah, I love that. It's only a week. Plus the Thursday and the Friday and the Monday on the other side, because you want your weekend.
I got sick days, too. I gotta use them.
You gotta use the sick days.
Yeah.
If you don't use them, you lose them.
Right.
Especially when they're unlimited. Which I don't think applies.
Technically I do not lose them. No.
So you've got Ecuador in July for how long?
I think that's just a weekend. That's like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, by the way, anytime you say weekend, clarify.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fly back Monday night.
You're at the point where, honestly, the rate at which you vacation, because I am always looking at value. Value is important to me, right?
Yeah.
And I'd be sitting there going like, I'm overpaying rent because I don't stay here in this apartment. I'm always on vacation. Why would I pay this much for rent at this point?
Just live on a cruise ship.
Just go to, here's what I would do if I were Hot Dog at this point. You want to stay in your town where you live in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Get an Airbnb.
Get a hotel.
Storage unit?
100%. An Airbnb and a storage unit. And like, that's where you stay when you're not on vacation.
Well, between Vegas and this, I just left all my stuff in the luggage. I didn't bother.
That's right. That's right. And you just live out of a suitcase. And when work goes like, what's your permanent address? You go, well, I got to give you a P.O. box on that.
Yeah. So it's Ecuador in July, and then
we're not. Oh, sorry.
My girlfriend asked if we can go to Nice.
Your what?
My girlfriend.
Do you meet someone in Greece?
No, I've been in a relationship for over a year, Sam. You know that.
Which one is she in the photo?
Yeah, go back to the photos. Which one was she?
Mike, could you hit us with the photo with all those attractive women? Because they're all attractive.
All right, that's Annie.
No,
No, it's not her.
Right.
Oh, it's not? Because I saw. I mean, you guys were very cozy.
No, she's not pictured in this photo.
Okay.
Annie's pictured in the photo.
Annie's pictured in the photo, and she was also pictured in the photo. I mean, you guys shared a hotel room in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
She kind of travels everywhere with you.
Yeah.
Oh, she's great. I love Annie.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about that.
I'm going to invite her to the next couple trips I have.
That's smart. I'm not complaining about that. You know who would complain about that if I did it?
Your wife.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
You got that one right. Okay, so which of the girls, which one is your girlfriend?
Let me see. None of them.
So your girlfriend didn't go?
No, and I don't see what the weirdness is. I've been asked by you guys. I've been asked by my friend yesterday. I sent my friend in Atlanta a bunch of photos of the trip. I was like, here's Mykonos, and here's this, and here's that. And then she just responds back, where's your girlfriend?
Yeah. And then, true or false, while the trip was going on and we were asking, also people from work asking, where's your girlfriend? True or false?
Yeah, that's the first thing they ask. And I'm like, what? Are we not separate human beings?
Hot Dog. If I posted a picture like this, and it was me and some other guy with all these girls,
right?
You don't think my fiance would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, get on a plane today.
Yeah, like why am I not there?
Troy, I got breaking news. Your Greek vacation is over.
Yeah.
Breaking news, it ends today. I don't mean book a flight tomorrow. Go to the airport.
Right now.
Right now, go to the airport, buy a ticket, and sit.
If you don't want all your shit out on the fucking sidewalk,
right,
get home right now.
I'm telling you, I'm going to start taking your shit item by item and throwing it out. The quicker you get here, the more shit there will be left in the apartment.
You're acting like I'm over here in these photos eating ass or something. I mean,
first of all, Instagram doesn't even allow that.
Twitter might.
Twitter does.
Yeah.
Well, comedy's legal.
Yeah.
So
it's wholesome. I'm with my friends that I traveled with. The one all the way on the right. This is like our 4th, 5th trip together.
I bet it is.
This female here, this one.
Yeah.
So is that her?
Yeah.
boyfriend? Okay, so they're together.
That's fine.
So look at all these single women, right? They're all single.
And then Hot Dog with his arms stretched out across all of them. Like, mine! These are my ladies! Hot Dog looking like slim.
I really don't see what the issue is.
Iceberg slim, baby.
I don't know how you couldn't see what the issue
Well,
is.
because it seems like everyone else is a lot more bothered about it than my actual girlfriend.
No, we're just confused that how could she not be?
Does she have Instagram?
No, she deleted it.
Boom.
Yeah.
You just got your answer.
But even if she didn't have Instagram, she's like, well, who you... Like, if I told my fiance, hey, I'm going on a vacation with a bunch of people, she'd be like, well, who?
Here's what would really happen for me. My wife would not, at first, not be angry, be upset, maybe crying, and say, do you understand how much you're embarrassing me?
It's not.
That's what she would say.
And understandably so.
And I go like this, fuck. I really did embarrass this person that I care about.
And Hot Dog doesn't have any idea that that's even happening.
Because I understand if I was like in the club, just like getting like ass fucking dances or something like that.
Ass fucking.
You can't. You don't have to see video of you having like sex for your girlfriend to be mad. Because Hot Dog, I was checking your stories. You were in the club.
I was in the club, but I wasn't getting dubbed on.
I don't know. I saw behind shaking.
the girls were
and
out there.
tees jiggling.
Yeah, they were all having a good time.
Not your girlfriend's tease and A.
I didn't see your girlfriend's tease or A once.
No, she wasn't there.
But so why wasn't she there?
Well, I mean, it's a whole thing. One, she's not as successful, I would say. She's not making as much money, I guess I would say.
First of all, by the way, successful is much more of an insulting way to put it.
Yeah, that's mean.
Okay, so you're saying she's not financially in the position that you're in,
right?
So why don't you cover your boyfriend?
Also, there's
Does that seem like the right thing to do?
I've also never heard that outside of junior year of high school.
What?
Outside of junior year of high school, my girlfriend's finances aren't where mine are, so I'm having a good time without her.
Sorry.
I've never heard that.
Get a better job. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. I can afford it. If you can afford it, I would love for you to be there. But if you can't, then you can't. And she would go, well, aren't you taking multiple vacations this year? And you're like, yes, I am.
Yes,
I
can't afford it. I can't afford 2 flights.
You can't.
And stays.
You can't?
For 2 people?
First of all, what do you mean 2 stays?
For like,
yeah, what do you mean? What the hell are you talking about?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
2 stays, he said.
2 flights, yes.
He literally has to get an extra couple of flights, and everything else is done.
Unless they broke up the whatever the
right,
Airbnb.
It would be fairly broken up, like 9 people or something. So then I would probably have a bigger
You'd have
share.
her portion, too.
Right.
You guys are sharing a bed. It wouldn't be broken up. You're sharing a room and a bed.
We're not paying by room. We're paying by, hey,
Well, if you have an Airbnb for 10 days and there's not 8 people involved, you break it up by 8 people.
Yeah.
Right. That couple didn't pay for one room. They paid themselves.
Well, they got hosed. How many beds were they in?
They had their own bed.
One bed between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Then they got hosed, paying for 2 beds.
But we also made sure we gave them like a nice, thing.
A situation.
Yeah.
To make sure they had a situation for themselves.
But my girlfriend, she met me as someone who travels and hangs and goes on groups.
You really think you're a playboy?
Mm-hmm. I'm not.
You know who he thinks he is? Christopher Walken in that SNL sketch. A champagne.
So but I'm saying it's not out of the realm.
She met me as a man who travels, a man of great leisure, a world traveler.
She knows me as a traveling man.
She doesn't have Sirius either, right?
No, she hasn't. No.
Good. Because, I mean, first of all, I now am enamored with the idea that you have portrayed yourself in a totally separate way than what everybody else knows you as to your girlfriend. Like she doesn't.
I don't think so.
We don't know you as a world traveling
international
jet setter.
playboy.
You think you're because here's what he does. He walks back in to his girlfriend's apartment after the trip, and he goes, "The name is Dog, Hot Dog,
Hot Diggity
I didn't say it. You put those words in my mouth. I said I travel. I'd maybe do like 3 or 4 trips a year. She knows this. What am I gonna do? Stop going on trips?
You should never.
I'm not gonna. It's ridiculous.
You should never.
And by the way, the next 2-3 trips I'm taking, she's coming with.
Yeah, but this is a biggie.
Yeah, but you're not taking trips by yourself.
This is like best case scenario. Best case scenario for her, you experienced memories that will last forever at a place that is once in a lifetime with other women. That's best case scenario. I look at these photos and I go, not only do I not believe, I couldn't imagine how nobody would hook up on this trip. Like, I look at these photos and I go, it's an impossibility that over the course of 10 days, no one hooked up.
Just a bunch of hot people just had taking shots and
right. And you're at the age where like life is starting to hit you. Right, you're not in your 20s anymore where everything's fun. Yeah. Life is starting to hit you, so vacations are really becoming an escape.
Right.
Which means there are less consequences than when you were in your 20s when you're on vacation, especially in another country. Maritime law is what they call it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you go on vacation now, Travis, when you go on vacation, it's like, I'm away from this. Not just like, woo!
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's an escape. And we have...
Right, and you're escaping from your girlfriend.
No, I'm
6 girls.
I was escaping the
That's
weather. I'm escaping the
weather was beautiful, by the way, while you were gone.
I heard it was raining a bunch of times, too.
It rained 2 days, the 10 days you were gone.
A good reason to leave.
There were 6 beautiful days of sunshine.
It was even better over there, though.
It was. It looked beautiful. It looks gorgeous.
It was beautiful.
But that might be the women. I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking at the weather or lusting over the women that were with you.
Well, my girlfriend also is close friends with Annie, so she knows if Annie's there, you know.
Okay, so there's one excluded.
But by the way,
I see 4 other girls.
But by the way, he's saying that Annie's going to watch the girlfriend's back. No, she's not. No. She's your friend first.
Oh yeah,
sure. But
Annie's loyal to you.
She literally goes on Not Sam trips and doesn't. Like, I don't pay Annie when she's there.
Annie, you could ask Annie.
Not only do I not pay her, I don't fly her, I don't put her up.
Who paid for her to go to Vegas?
She paid for her to go to Vegas.
She pays for herself to go work?
Yeah. Well, she wasn't working.
Bro,
she helps you out.
She rents a car and drives me around.
Yeah. Wow. We just need an excuse. We just need an excuse to, hey, you want to go to Vegas? All right, cool.
Do our thing. And Annie's a vibe, by the way.
She's a ball of fun.
Yep.
I don't know how.
But I mean, there were people, I won't say who, on this, in the photos, that without even asking. I'm looking at these photos going, if my wife knew I worked with that girl, she would make me quit my job.
Yeah.
Here, like if I was coming home at 5 p.m. every day, right on time, she'd be like, you need to find a different workplace. Like, you can't be at that.
Your wife knows all of them. Your wife knows all of these people. She's had some, maybe she's not best friends with them.
Exactly.
She's acquaintances. She sees them once every,
She knows these bitches.
Yeah, but she knows them.
She knows.
Right.
She knows they'll betray her.
And then her close
She
friend,
knows they will betray her.
These hoes ain't loyal.
These hoes ain't loyal. Everybody knows that.
We learned that so long ago.
Nobody ever, when that song came out, nobody went, that's not true.
Oh, no. Somebody said it.
We get that. Yeah, finally, succinct.
And then she joked around. She was like, Annie's there, so I know I don't gotta, be hovering over her.
Yeah, looking like Jordan Peele, just dripping sweat on the other end of the phone. Annie's there. I know I don't have anything to worry about.
And she doesn't. Annie is loyal to her girls first, so.
You're one of her girls, dude.
Yeah, you are a girl.
Annie's loyal to you.
She's very loyal.
Yeah, well.
And if you said, Annie, keep your mouth shut, she'll keep her mouth shut.
Oh, yeah. Annie's 100% your ride or die. Nah. Annie's literally your best friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your person. Annie is your person.
She would be disgusted. She'd be like, I can't fucking believe you did that. I gotta go tell her.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think it'd be like, no, Annie, this one's serious. It'll destroy her. And Annie would be like, okay, but Annie would be not happy with you. Mm-hmm. But that's your road dog. Okay?
And you've never hooked up with Annie, right?
Cuddled.
You have cuddled. Okay. Wait, hold on. Does your girlfriend
over the clothes stuff?
I've cuddled with
over the clothes.
Cuddled with 3 of those girls in that photo.
Oh my god, which ones?
The one on the far right.
Wait,
with the girl? The one with the girl? I'm telling you,
this seems like a swingers.
It is a swingers thing.
And then the one next to her.
There's a lot of like.
She's pretty too.
Yeah.
They're all
what about
pretty.
this one? What's going on with that one?
Troy, you're getting selfish.
Yeah, you're getting.
you're acting in self-interest.
I mean, this girl is gorgeous.
What do you think I was talking about?
She is.
She's kind of talking about when I said I couldn't work.
I could be distracted.
Yeah, no, she's fairly new to the group, so she's been.
Oh boy! We have this new friend. Oh,
I would be like, hot dog, get your fucking ass home right now.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Get home today.
And you have no desire to hook up with that girl.
I'm in a happy relationship.
Good for you, dude.
She's gorgeous. I have eyes. I can see that, but
oh, good you could admit that.
I mean, Mike, what do you think about this photo?
Do you want me to say what I said?
Yeah, just tell everyone what you told me.
I mean, it's slightly reminiscent of, and if maybe this is why Hot Dog's girlfriend isn't worried, but a Lane Bryant advertisement.
Don't know the reference.
I can see that. I can see that.
Is it like a gay thing?
Nope. No. No, it's not.
No. Very Zoftic women.
That's okay. Benny in Missouri.
Morning, salutations, boys and dipshit. So, Hot Dog.
Yeah.
Okay, you just sprung it on, everyone that you have a girlfriend, air quotes.
She lives in Canada.
And Sam, you work with Sam quite often, and he didn't even know you had a girlfriend.
Sam is known.
I did, Benny. I was being. This is theater. I was waiting for the reveal. The prestige here.
Well,
okay, we're making art.
Where is the picture of this said girl?
They've met her.
Have they met her?
Yes,
Benny. I will tell you. I've 100% met Hot Dog's girlfriend. Hot Dog's girlfriend is real. And look, we bust Hot Dog's balls, but Hot Dog is deceivingly charming to women. Women do like Hot Dog.
Well, yeah.
Because he's
deceivingly.
Okay.
Women do love cucks.
Yeah, I do. What? That's a
weird thing to say. I was saying that sarcastically.
No, I know, but it came across weird.
Yeah, really weird, dude.
All right, don't say that.
That's a really weird thing.
It's weird.
Okay.
It was odd.
You did say. Don't say I didn't say.
Eric in Colorado.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I just want to point this out that Hot Dog, being such a man of leisure, is able to take such great trips so frequently that, perhaps, Sam, you and Mr. Norton need to reevaluate how much you are paying a Hot Dog because it seems like he might be fleecing you guys.
Listen,
to be able to afford this life of leisure.
Oh, they're not the ones being fleeced.
Yeah, no. First of all, thank you, Eric. I don't count anybody's pockets, but Hot Dog found himself a pretty nice scam outside of Natsam Industries. I try to keep aware of what I'm doing. I try not to be. I try to keep aware of what I'm doing and be appreciative, but aware.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also aware that he's got a pretty nice scam going.
And just for the record, you don't work with Jim anymore.
No.
That's all. That's
no.
Homeless Pimp took that work.
Right. Yeah. And I delegated that to Coop, intern Coop,
and he gave it to Homeless Pimp.
Well, Coop is still doing work for Jim, but now I got Coop coming in on my scam, so Coop is now working with me.
Nice.
I need a job working with you.
Yeah, that's the move.
Did you get me hired over there?
That's the move.
I could say what they got. I got my girlfriend a job over there. I'm hooking it up.
From Canada?
No, she doesn't really live in Canada. She
why are you saying that she lives in Canada?
It was like the old you don't know her. She lives in Canada.
Where does she live?
She lives here in Brooklyn.
Where Brooklyn at?
Williamsburg.
No, you don't have to actually dox her. Where Brooklyn is a lyric of a song.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's not doxing. I haven't said it.
I know. I'm kidding. But I didn't need to know the section. I don't care. I didn't care what borough she was in. You could just say she lives around here. I'd be like, fine. I don't care. Obviously, it's not in Greece. So there was no hooking up on the Greece trip.
No hooking up. Maybe the couples. I didn't hear them, but I'm sure they did.
Okay.
You said couples.
The couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I just don't know how you have all these horny women, young women.
They are horny, but they go
are
out.
horny. Annie's horny, right?
Annie made out with 4 guys on this trip.
Shout out to Annie, by the way.
Yeah, she's a real one.
Yeah.
When we were in Vegas, I was like, Hot Dog, can you give me a ride to the arena before Raw, right? And he was like, yeah, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I got to leave at 2 to get to the arena. And he was like, yeah, no problem. He goes, oh, Annie has the car. She's down at the pool right now flirting with dudes. And I go, okay. I was like, maybe we'll go to the UPS store first. And we're getting closer to time. I go, we good for 2? And Hot Dog's like, yeah, we're definitely good. Annie hasn't come back yet, but we're definitely good.
I can't get a hold of her.
He goes, I can't get. I go, Hot Dog, why don't you just come get the UPS box for me? I'll walk to the arena. Sure, yeah. And he goes like this. Yes, thank you. That'd be a great idea. That would be a great idea. We could not get Annie away from the pool.
She gets horny, you lose track of her. We lost her twice during the trip.
Shout out to her. She's an adult.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her doing her thing out there.
Yeah.
And shout out to you doing your thing out there too.
I'm not doing anything out there.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the view.
Right. The scenery.
The scenery.
Right.
The food.
Oh yeah.
And there's so much to learn in Athens and Greece that 10 days flew by so fast without anything crazy happening.
Your best friend Annie is on the phone. Annie, there's no way that you would have hot dogs girlfriends back instead of hot dogs.
It's possible.
See?
This is the scenario, I believe, Annie. You would be upset with hot dog. You would tell him this is bad, but then you wouldn't go all the way and tell the girlfriend. I don't think so.
You know what? It depends on how I'm feeling that day, really. My loyalty can be bought.
I believe that too. Yeah, I believe too. It's like this is why I don't think you would tell the girlfriend is that you would hold it over hot dog's head for a long time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's a price on it.
Yeah.
Please, he has a lot to offer.
I mean, was anybody on the trip going like hot dog? It's weird that you came by yourself.
I think everyone was just quietly trying to not mention it, but the stares were there.
Yeah, everybody kind of knew. Yeah, like hot dog saying, "Well, my girlfriend can't afford it, but I can." It's like it's not like would you have said? Would you go like, "Oh, that's a cool thing to say"?
It's like all the couples take their pictures, and then it's all right. Say stand on the sunset by yourself and just smile with your drink.
Well, also, like I mentioned, she also started a new job, so that's another reason she can't just up and leave.
I know, but a lot of times people will wait for their significant others. Like for instance, if I'm like, oh, I'm super busy at work, we're kind of getting our feet on the ground for this Sam Roberts show thing, so we can't really travel right now.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, no problem. I got 6 dude friends, and we're all going to travel. Can you watch the kids while we all go to beautiful beaches and like hang out in clubs, me and these 6 dudes? And I'd be like, yeah, that's a terrible idea. That's crazy what you just suggested.
I would ask, when did you meet them? How long ago?
Oh, she goes, I travel with them all the time. Don't worry, they're all really nice, and we'll only be gone for a week and a half.
And they're all really hot.
And they're all hot and horny, and we'll be gone for like 2.5 weeks.
It's just 2.5 weeks.
Just 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the trust that you have to build when you're in a relationship.
No, you don't.
What?
No, you don't.
Yeah, she's not happy that you did that.
Yeah, she's fine.
Annie,
that's the least convincing.
Do you think
she's fine?
Do you think that? What do you think Hot Dog's girlfriend's perception of all this is?
Well, I think when she finally stopped grinding her teeth for the 2 weeks straight when he came home, I'm sure she rehearsed something that let him know, oh, I'm fine, it's cool. But you're on thin ice, dude. You can't do another trip with like 20 hot girls and be like, oh, my girl's fine.
Well, it was one. It's been one this entire time. And
I mean, it was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you posted it so much.
It was like 2 weeks.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
it was a
posting nonstop.
It was a long time. Like, Annie, at some point, did you think this vacation is fairly indulgent? I don't think we really need to be doing all this. This is kind of ridiculous. Like, is our life? What do we really need a vacation from?
I mean, that's why I left halfway through. But goddamn.
Like, yeah. When you were sitting there, Hot Dog said he didn't want to get FOMO. When you were sitting there days later after going home and seeing they're still posting, were you like, oh, I'm missing it? Or were you like, why are they...
Not for a second.
Yeah,
Come
on.
They're
still there?
Seriously. I'm like, I know they were drinking all day, every day. For the whole time I was there, I was too, and that was great. But after day 7, it's like, Jesus Christ, come on. I want to see straight again.
Yeah. We're supposed to live a life. What is this?
It was getting to the point halfway through the trip where it's just pure alcohol, and I just wanted to stop drinking.
But you didn't.
No,
you didn't. You had to mask a lot.
Nobody wants to say it.
Yeah.
No one wants to be the first one to be like, guys, I can't.
Now, I also saw... yeah, that's true. A lot of peer pressure. What I also saw, Hot Dog, and this is really what I wanted you to come in for, and then we got sidetracked, unfortunately, by the fact that you were on a swingers vacation without a partner. Wait. Okay, so you're going with your girlfriend to
Ecuador.
Yeah. And then you said there's another trip after Ecuador this year?
Well, she talked about wanting to go to France for her birthday. So
she can go to France for her birthday, but she can't go with you to Greece?
Well, she literally just started work. You can't just be like, hey, I'm disappearing for a whole week.
You get a payday loan?
No.
No.
There's no money aspect here.
Plus, she's broke. What am I supposed to do?
Right. So you can go to France?
Yeah, France. Yeah. Ecuador, and then I told her that we should go to Japan in March.
Mark, you just were in Japan.
It's like 2 years ago.
What do you think's changed? You broke your leg there.
So many islands to visit, so many cities to visit. It would be great. I love it, and she's gonna love it.
She's gonna be broke. You're gonna be broke. I mean, this is ridiculous.
No, those are on me. Those are
all of them. Why wasn't this one?
Because I could do 2 or 3, but I can't do
not
5.
4.
I can't do 4 or 5.
I can do 2 or 3, but this is one too many. I see. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's 100% right. So you've got 4 trips coming up, or 3.
3.
This was the 4th, and then Vegas before this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You love traveling.
I've grown to love it. Yes.
Well, when your girlfriend met you, you were known as a man of travel.
Andy, how does that make you feel that Hot Dog came in here and said that when he met his girlfriend, she understood that he was a man who enjoys to travel?
I never said.
And really portrayed himself as a jet-setting James Bond type.
I did not do that. They're putting words in my mouth.
You knew Hot Dog. You know Hot Dog like we know Hot Dog. Does he try to portray himself around new people as if he really is something?
You know, these days he really does.
He does, and he tries to do it with us too. And I yell at him because this is what he does. I mean, like the Vegas story, when he like really tries to come off like he's new Hot Dog, and then he leaves a $10,000 camera in the Uber because he's not a new Hot Dog. He's not. He's a new money trash person. He's a new money piece of garbage.
Can you imagine when he gets more?
Oh, he's going to be impossible. I do love the downward spiral. I can't get enough of it.
There's no downward spiral.
You're becoming a worse person.
Absolutely not.
Would you say he's becoming a worse person?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Annie, do you think Hot Dog? You think he is becoming a worse person?
Absolutely. Oh, my God.
You know what's one of the worst things that you've ever done?
What?
When you took a trip for 2.5 weeks to Greece with a bunch of women and said your girlfriend can't come because she can't afford it?
There were 2 reasons for that. Too broke.
Saw your statement there. Looks like no Greece is in your future.
I'll see you in Ecuador.
Yeah, I'll see you on the next one.
If you can afford it.
Yeah, the next go around. You save while I'm in Greece. I was fascinated, though, because you said, Hot Dog, I saw on your Instagram story, that one of the nights, that it wasn't just your girlfriend's growing resentment that was haunting you, that it was actually that you were, you said you were visited by sleep demons?
Well, yeah. So this one, I've mentioned before how I've had sleep paralysis, and it's been pretty scary before.
But you said before you had sleep paralysis, but you've also said, like, when you say I've had sleep paralysis, that's just like a thing.
Yeah, I've seen demons.
You said it was a demon and it was with your mom's voice.
Right, yes.
Okay. So that's different than, you understand that like sleep paralysis is a thing that happens. Blaming it on a demon is not the same as just saying sleep paralysis.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's like a scientific thing that shows up in front of you.
The demon
has your mother's voice.
The demon is not scientific. That's a spiritual realm, actually.
I don't think it defaults to
Troy,
your mother's
demons.
Voice.
Spiritual or scientific?
Spiritual.
Okay.
Scientific.
Demon.
If we had Neil deGrasse Tyson here, he probably had some kind of explanation.
Oh, he would
for
look
it.
at you like you're the biggest idiot.
Neil deGrasse Tyson would wonder why you can't drag a demon into the town square. So, you suffer from sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
But you attribute it to demons?
Well, half the time that I get sleep paralysis, I see like a demon or a shadowy figure in my room.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time that I've had sleep paralysis outside of my room.
Would you see it? Some people see it in the room. Some people see it like. I mean, there are culturally people who think that sleep paralysis is literally a demon like sitting on them, pinning them down.
Yeah, like my mom. That's what it felt like.
But are they in the room with you, or are they on top of you?
They're in the. Well, sometimes it's been beside me, Sometimes it's just been standing over the bed.
Oh, like the essence is pushing you down.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Okay.
I feel something pushing me, but it's not. I don't see it physically, pushing me. I might see like a little smile or something like that.
Wow. And how often does this happen at home?
It's happened, I want to say, in the last year, maybe 4 times.
In this year or the last 365 days?
Last 365.
Okay.
I had more sleep paralysis sessions than that.
Right.
But now I've learned recently the trick to not see a demon is to just
drink so much.
I mean,
is to turn
so you're facing the wall in your room. So that way, when you open your eyes, the demon, you can't see anything, you see the wall.
So you are not saying like to figure out what the root of this stress is and try to cure that. You're thinking, no, it's a literal demon. And if I look at the wall, then at least when I am helplessly paralyzed, I won't see the demon.
Right.
Right.
Like I figure the demon's behind me.
Sure.
Where it usually is, but I can't see it. There's a wall right in front of my face.
Because of the laws of physics.
Right.
Yeah, right. Science.
He's right, guys. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. and so that's how you right now. You don't go
That's how I
like
deal with it, yeah.
You don't go like clearly there's a root cause. Like I have a stress in my life that is omnipresent. You don't think that?
I mean, what's the root cause this time? I was in Greece. I was having a great time.
It's not a root cause this time. The root cause would be present all the time. Like it's always looming, and sometimes it overwhelms you. It's like when you realize that you're like. Have you ever been in a situation where you start like getting angrier at people that you care about than you should be?
Sure, yeah.
And you realize that without even being conscious of it, there's this thing that's been weighing on you.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
stress.
Yeah, self-reflection is what you mean. Have I done that yet? No. And it's no.
I wouldn't think so.
But it must have fucked him up. You said this is the
Andy,
first
by the
time.
way, Andy's giggling at the idea of Hot Dog doing self-reflection.
What a stupid thing.
If he was doing
Not very
self-reflection,
new hot dog.
that's right. His self-reflection, he probably would have been like, maybe I should stay in New York a little bit.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm good.
This is the first time it's happened to you outside of your house.
Yeah.
So you were not expecting this at all.
No, and
because you didn't know demons, because you were like,
You
my
didn't think-
girlfriend can't get on a flight to Greece.
How's
This
the demon?
demon, this demon can't get there.
Yeah, and then
Scientifically, he can't get over to Greece.
That's right.
And then I told Andy to call in because this is the first time it's happened with someone in the room who actually saw.
Wait, you and Annie shared a room?
Yeah.
Cool. That's just cool.
It is.
That's just a cool thing. That's what I'd be like, oh, cool. Just a room that you're sharing with a member of the opposite sex. Again, you're just travel buddy.
We had separate beds.
Cool.
Time.
This time.
This time.
This time. We had separate beds. Had to push them together. So I also love, you know what I love about Annie? She knows that this is fucked up. Yep. But it's not really her problem. So it's like, as long as everybody's cool,
yeah,
like
whatever.
Annie's gonna be cool because it's not really her problem. It's
We're
just
cool. We're tranquilo here.
But she's aware that it's fucked up.
It was his idea, and I was like, okay.
Hey, are you down if I come to Vegas? Yup. Cool. And I respect that about Annie. So she was in the room when you got sleep demonized?
Yeah, yeah. So it was like,
Yeah, I saw that shit. It was real.
Did you see the demon?
I think so. I saw something come out of his eye. He like snapped his head back and looked at me.
Wait.
And then
Okay. So it happened one time while you were in Greece.
Yeah. One night. One night.
One night.
Yeah.
You're asleep.
Drunk? Were you in a drunken stupor?
No. I was pretty well. I was definitely sober after it happened, but beforehand I was pretty good.
But you weren't like passed out. You were just asleep. You were going to bed.
Yeah,
just regular.
We were going out. I think I stayed out until midnight.
Okay.
Annie and a bunch of people stayed out clubbing and drinking. She came in like at 3 a.m. I was fine.
You were fine.
Yeah.
And then you go to sleep.
Yeah, I went to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Then maybe like around 5 or 6 in the morning.
Sun's just coming up?
Sun's coming up, yeah. But we have shades and all that stuff. I just like kind of felt my paralysis coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh boy. Like I only have 10 seconds to really figure this out before I'm really frozen and I can't do anything.
So you feel it coming.
Yeah.
Because is it like an anxious feeling?
No, it's just like a numbing feeling.
Okay. And you're like, I know what this is.
Yeah.
But I mean, is that when you turn?
It's like I got 5 seconds to figure this out.
I got to turn to the wall because otherwise I'm going to see the scary
Then
demon.
the demon won't be able to see.
Okay,
Right.
and then I'll be good to go.
Yeah. So
Just like on his side, frozen.
just waiting for it to come.
Right.
Go away.
So I go, okay, 5 seconds, let me turn my back.
And then you go, fuck, the bed's in the center of the room.
So I wait, let me turn to the wall, and then I go, oh, Annie's here. So it's the first time I have someone here. I can maybe just yell out right now, help me, Annie, get her attention. And then that way...
That's not terrifying.
Not at all.
And then that way she could at least see what's going on and shake me out of it or something.
Okay.
So that was my game plan.
Okay, I like that.
So then as I'm trying to... I turned around, and as I'm trying to say the words, Annie, help me, it's already kicking in.
Oh, it's hitting your jaw.
Yeah, it's already... So like...
Because the demon knows your plan.
He's like,
Yeah. No, actually, he's more like, no, Chaya, no. It's Hot Dog's mom again.
not in my house.
Yeah, did you ever get haunted by Dikembe?
Not yet. I would appreciate that.
You put your arms up and he slaps them back down and goes, oh. That'd be scary. Dikembe is just towering over you.
So I go, all right, let me just yell out her name. Let me say help. 2 words, simple. And then as I'm trying to yell it out, I'm already freezing up. So the most, so the most that I can say, and this is how it comes out, is, and she hears something completely different than what I was hearing. So I'm saying, Annie, help me. That's how it's coming
That's
out.
how it sounds to you.
That's how it's sounding to me because I'm struggling.
And then Annie, what did you hear as he thought he was doing that?
I heard like some rabid dog sound. Like he was like, it was insane. I was freaked out.
Yeah. So
I didn't hear any words. I didn't get my name.
La Yorna.
And I kept trying to say it. I said it like maybe at least like 5 times.
The demon didn't want you to.
Yeah, I was like, help me. And it kept getting worse and worse.
And she just hears you like go,
yeah, so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then I was like trying to move so I can maybe turn and get her attention somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't helping.
You couldn't move?
I
or
could
you
like,
could, but it wasn't.
yeah, I couldn't turn around freely. Like I was just like.
You could like twitch.
Yeah.
How far away was she from you? Like how far were your beds?
She was in the bed with him.
Oh, right.
That's like 5 feet, right? 5
Okay.
5 feet.
And when you
So
saw,
she, like,
Annie, when you saw, did you see him moving?
I heard him moving. He was like convulsing.
Oh
so
my
I
gosh.
heard movement, but he wasn't turning around. He was still, but he was like shaking.
Like some
And
real
the bed was
exorcism
shaking a little
stuff.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then when it got worse was with the whole thing with the eye with Annie.
Well, go ahead. So now you're twitching. And then what?
Well, that's the thing where I need Annie to jump in because I don't remember.
You blacked out?
I don't remember that other part.
What the fuck?
Oh, God.
So in your mind, you twitch.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of come to?
Well, in my mind, I remember that. And then I felt like I fell into a dream where I managed to roll out of bed and I hit the floor and I was still frozen. But that didn't happen.
And some lady was just spinning her tea.
but that was me hallucinating, or I went back to, I don't know what it was. And then Annie, that's where you saw what you saw.
Okay.
Mhm.
Annie, what did you see?
All right, so I'm laying there. My eyes are a little open, and I hear his
And you're,
noises.
Annie, just to paint the picture properly, completely nude.
Under a sheet.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
like a lady.
It makes
Yeah,
it
just,
better.
just sleeping nude like travel companions do.
3 feet away in the same bed.
That's right.
But his back is to me, and he's facing the wall, and I hear him shaking, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. You know, I'm thinking of a dog. When a dog is having a nightmare, you don't wake it up, I think. I don't know. So I'm trying to go back to sleep.
Hot dog's chasing rabbits.
Rabid dog. Before I go back to sleep, my eyes are still open.
Wait.
And
So,
that's
so
when-
you thought Hot Dog was having a dream the way a dog has a dream because he was barking, and so you figure, well, I'll just let him sleep because I would let a dog sleep, and dogs also bark.
As I'm having a horrifying
if you-
experience.
He's becoming a dog.
And if you wake up a dog,
Right.
I think if you wake up a dog while that's happening, it like attacks you. So I had that same logic of like, if I try to wake him up, he's gonna.
And also, if you wake up like a teen wolf in the middle of transition, they become a wolf forever. And that's the last thing
I
you
think,
want.
yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, okay.
So logically, I was like, I don't want that to happen.
Sure.
So as I'm laying there, I'm about to close my eyes, but before I do, that's when he stops shaking and his head snaps back and his one eye is wide open and he looks right at me, dead in the eyes, and it's all red for like a full second.
His
And then
eye
his
is
head
red?
Snaps back.
Wait.
His eye's red.
Wait. His eye is red. Do you mean like Terminator red or like he got poked in the eye red?
No, like bloodshot.
Okay.
Like bloodshot.
Okay.
Like he's high. But
Okay.
it's open really wide and it stares me dead in the eye, and then for a full second, and then his head snaps back, faces the wall again, and he starts convulsing again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
And it was just
And
one
I-
eye.
Just one eye.
Oh my God.
Was the other eye closed or was the other eye just normal?
I think it was closed. I didn't
Okay.
even notice it because that left eye was just open so wide.
Okay, so then his
It
head
was-
so then his head snaps back and he starts convulsing?
Yeah, he starts doing the same like shaking, moaning sounds or whatever that he's doing.
Nice hand job.
So then I freak out. And I'm like, I want to go back to sleep because that's weird. So I close my eyes.
Smart. No, Annie, look,
I love
survival.
how she didn't even think like maybe I should get out of bed, see if he's okay.
Something seems a little off here.
She's like, I gotta get some sleep.
Survival
This
case.
guy's tweaking.
Here's what she's thinking.
My head snapped back and forth.
No, here's what she's
Crashing out.
thinking. Here's what she's thinking. If he dies right now and I'm awake for it, I'm a suspect. If I can go back to sleep and wake up to a body, I don't know what happened.
What happened?
I was asleep.
I was asleep.
Wow.
That is
And I
insane.
can immediately scream and we go from there.
So you turn back over as he's convulsing with his head snapped back and his one red eye.
I'll deal with this later.
And you just turn back over at that point? You don't that's it?
Well, I close my eyes, but then I now cannot open my eyes. So now I'm shaking.
What?
And I'm in paralysis.
Is it contagious?
And I'm freaking out.
Have you ever
Yeah,
Annie,
I
have
think
you ever
so.
had night paralysis before?
I've had it one time years ago, and it was
Okay.
intense. And I did see a shadowy demon in the corner.
Oh, was it
That's
hot
the only
dog?
time I
Tell me
ever-
this, was it hot dog's mom?
It might have been. It was Annie. It was her voice, so it might have been.
Wow.
I love you.
Oh my God. So okay, so now you're sleep paralysis.
Is it
Yeah.
contagious?
Now
It
I'm
is.
shaking.
Now you're
Mhm.
convulsing now, and so the two of you are like shaking
Helpless.
like it's a 25-cent motel bed.
It was fucking nuts.
Right. And so that way, if the girlfriend walks in, you guys could be like, no, we're just convulsing.
It's not what it looks
it's
like.
paralysis.
It's just sleep paralysis.
And then what happens?
Well, it felt
And then.
it felt like we both kind of snapped out of it at the same exact time. Because like at one point, it's just like I kind of came to because I was like in a dream or something. Came to, and then we just kind of slowly turned at each other, and I was the first one to go like, "Did that just fucking happen?" Or
You just look at each other like Bill and Ted and go, whoa.
and then I didn't make sure. Like I was like, maybe that didn't happen, and she was like, "No, that fucking happened." And I'm like, "Holy fuck! What?"
You were hoping she was going to be like, no, it didn't. And you were like, okay, good. Good night, Annie. Good night, hot dog.
It was just silence in the room for like the next 3 minutes, trying to like figure out what just happened.
But you became aware that you were aware that she was also convulsing.
No,
Or you were just aware that something
happened
Okay.
because we both turned around towards each other at the same time, and it was just kind of like did that, kind of trying to figure out what just fucking happened in the last 2 minutes.
And I'll tell you this.
That's scary.
The one thing that will make your girlfriend secure is that now you and Annie can trauma bond as well. And so that should be no problem either. That should be, wow. And so did you just go like, okay, like, well, now that happened, let's lay here in silence and go back to sleep?
We kind of laid there in silence for like an hour.
I was. I wanted a little more sleep.
Yeah. And then that's it. And then did you tell your friends about it?
Yeah, and I don't think they are aware because we went into detail, but they were like, oh, it must have been something. But me and Annie almost were like, you guys don't know exactly how fucking crazy this was.
And then you got hit with you guys just need to relax more. Like just the condescending, like, have you tried going for a walk?
One of them was like, oh, the demon again. All right, we got it.
And you were like, we're both just convulsing in there.
Water.
So Do you, Annie, I'll ask you, do you think that you and Hot Dog are connected in the sense that you suffer from a similar anxiety, or do you think that you are being haunted by a demon?
I think I'm being haunted by his demon because
his demon.
He
So
had
you're putting
told
this
me
on
then,
him. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, because he had then told me that he had once made a deal with his demon in the past.
What? You made a deal with the? You literally made a deal with the devil.
Oh my god!
No wonder he gets it. Okay.
What the fuck are
Guess
you doing?
Guess what though, bro?
I forgot to mention that.
When you just were wondering, hey, how did Hot Dog get this cushy gig? How does Hot Dog get to go on all these vacations? Why does everything always work out for Hot Dog? He literally made a deal with the devil.
Well, okay.
Troy, do you even want this around you? Look at you. Look at Troy.
I'm ready to start spraying holy water and calling on the name of Jesus.
You don't like that? I wish my Pope Topps card would come in the mail already. I'll put it right here.
You need that stat.
Right here.
Well, okay.
Talk to Pope Leo about it.
All right. So the first time that I had
made a deal
with the devil.
I was going to make a joke about how maybe this was part of the COVID jab, but he made a deal with the devil.
He literally made a deal with the demon.
So first time that I ever had a sleep paralysis demon,
which is when? How old?
Maybe a year ago. This is when it
You
started.
only started having paralysis demons for 1 year?
Yeah, maybe a little bit over that, but around a year.
So I figured that this had been all your life. So a year ago it happened once,
First
freaked
time
you
ever.
out,
freaked me the fuck out,
and now it's happened often enough. There's no way.
Four times in the last year. So when he said 4 times in the last year, he meant 4 times ever, and it only started last year.
Can you imagine, like, you're 35 years old.
33.
You lived your entire life, no sleep paralysis, and then you just get to this stage in life where a demon comes and attack you every 60 days. Every 2 months, whether you're on vacation or not, you can't escape this thing. The demons come in every 2 months.
Yeah, I thought it'd be safe in Greece, but
nope.
No.
That's why he takes so many vacations.
So the first time this demon comes,
so
he paralyzes you,
right?
Or she
probably is she,
or they,
them,
they them. And I don't know
What
if it
is
was
it,
the first time or the second time, one of those 2 times. The words, because usually I try to reason with things. So I go to the demon and I go,
hey, we can work something out.
Hey. Let me tell you something. I got something you might be interested in.
We're both
demon.
businessmen.
Yeah, and how do you sit up and talk directly to the demon? Do you speak to it in like a spiritual
almost
way,
like spiritual,
like a prayer?
Yeah, or like I'm trying to move my mouth, but I don't think that's possible. So almost spiritually.
You're speaking like almost, you're thinking it.
Yeah,
but you're
feel-
communicating.
Yeah,
I get it.
So I go to it and I go, if you leave me alone, I will get you someone else.
What? No, you didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
And that's why he was there with Annie.
What a bad guy.
What the fuck?
I did say that. Yeah.
What
You
a bad
said
guy.
you
So it's
leave
not
me
like
alone.
you're sharing, you're transferring.
I'll get you someone
What is that?
else.
And what did you mean by that?
I don't know.
He meant that's everything, right? We all know he said this is not sleep paralysis. This is a demon. What do demons like to do? They like to take over bodies. That's what demons like to do.
It's like it follows.
And exactly right. And Hot Dog is that's why he's trying to fuck any of those girls in Greece so he can fuck the demon into him.
Oh my!
He's going.
God.
That's a terrible thing to say.
You said I'll get
Okay,
you
wait,
someone
I
else.
don't have anyone in mind.
Not only is it a terrible
Apparently
thing to
he
say, imagine it's a terrible thing to say, and the demon's like, "How about your best friend in the world?"
Oh,
And
no.
Hot Dog's like, "Yeah, that sounds perfect."
Hey, look what you did to Annie.
Yeah,
Are you happy?
Annie, how do you feel about the fact that when did you tell this to Annie?
After that encounter happened.
Hey man, I need you to know something.
Listen.
This demon may not be
Probably
going.
not what it is.
This demon
He has
is
to get it off his chest.
potentially this demon may not be going anywhere because I promised him a soul, and
Reds do.
You're it.
and it looks like you're it right now. I said mine's garbage. It's barely worth a thing.
I told my roommate that too. And he was like, "Why the fuck would you why would you say that to them?"
Yeah, because what if he tries to just get someone in the same house?
That's a weird thing to say to a demon.
Like if I said I said
you're
that.
desperate. You see a demon in front of you. You start reasoning with it.
Does the
No,
demon
but that's
go
not.
on?
No. Hot Dog. It's a very big different thing. You're desperate,
God.
but to know that in desperation you would throw someone under the bus to save yourself is a terrible quality.
And it didn't even save himself, by the way.
The first time it happened.
One time, you're like, "Hey, I don't know what your intention is, but whatever it is, I'll give you someone else." And the demon's like, "I really just wanted $10, but if you'll give me someone's," he's no, I will give you someone's soul.
I was like, "All right,
Okay, okay. And then the demon keeps coming back every 2 months, going, "What about that soul?"
Like, don't worry about it."
And you're like, no, I will get it to you. I'm going to Greece. I'm going to Greece.
You can have my friend.
Oh my God! Thank God that demon didn't come in Vegas.
And No shit.
Can you imagine?
You've been traveling
Bro,
with me.
You better steer clear of this. This is scary, bro.
Man.
I didn't sell my soul to it.
Yes, you did.
You sold Annie's soul to it.
So mine.
And by the way, these demons, they don't leave without taking a little something for themselves from you too.
Right.
No.
It's not like you transferred it. It's still with you.
Yeah, it's a.
You just gave it to somebody else.
Unless that was the transfer.
But it didn't leave
Yeah, I
him.
think the eyeball
Greece.
Okay, so we
In
can see if
Greece.
it ever happens to him again.
In Greece,
The
that
eye
could have been
thing
the
did
transfer.
feel like a transfer, and I felt and
It felt like that.
the bloodshot thing.
I just got like weird chills.
Yeah.
This is a creepy
But
story.
like the how she mentioned my eye being red and all that stuff. When I was like for the next hour, my eye was kind of like really warm, like my left eye.
Yeah, it
Because
was
of the
leaving
demon.
your body
Yeah.
going into Annie's.
It had just been a transfer portal.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
bro.
Annie, you're gonna have to find somebody then.
No.
No, I'm on it.
Is this why you try to get like all these little underlings? Like so that,
Transfer
yeah,
demons.
so you could just transfer demons to Coop, transfer demons to
Reed.
to Reed.
Well, I mean, I guess it only happens when
AJ.
I mean, I've been sleep.
And he just, you know what he just asked me
Soraya.
for 2 days ago?
Oh yeah.
Intern Danielle's the number.
No, you can't have it.
Stay
You can't
away
have
from
it.
intern
We love
Danielle.
intern Danielle. You can't have. Did you give it to him?
No.
You can't have her
I
number.
got
I
a nice
didn't.
gig lined up for
You
her.
can't have her number.
Yeah, I know what that gig is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's a demon.
Yeah, exactly. Guess what? I have the cushiest gig you could imagine. All you have to do is sign this deal. Well, what am I signing away? Don't even worry about
worry
that.
about it.
She's
Yeah.
listening
Life will
right
be
now.
great.
She says this is unhinged.
She is?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
She just messaged
Danielle, we're keeping him the hell away from
We
you.
no. We'll give you some of those. Honestly, you can have some of the other interns. You can't have Danielle.
Yeah, what's the other guy? We'll
I'll give you his number. I don't
What's
even
his
remember
name?
his name.
I don't. Who?
The one before?
Tom Joe guy.
Listen, Tom Dicker here. Oh, Jordan. Jordan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you
my
can have
God.
Jordan. You can have even
Yeah.
if you don't need another one. You could definitely have Jordan. Like honestly, we'll just take him. We'll give him to you.
He'll take the demon for clicks.
Yeah. Yeah, you can have that.
I mean,
sure.
look, it's weird that I've slept with my girlfriend for years and for a year, and she hasn't seen anything like this. Like it's not
You know
like
why?
Yeah, demon probably wasn't interested in her.
I'm going to tell you something, and this is going to be. I'm not saying this to be unkind.
Oh boy,
That's because of who you're spiritually close to.
Yeah.
well,
Like,
You know,
are you saying
it is what it is. Like it's because of who you're actually connected to.
You're saying he has a better connection with Annie than he does his girlfriend.
Yeah,
I love my girlfriend.
And the demon.
and that's fine. And I'm not even taking shots, but you know,
The connection with Annie's deep and real.
it's deep and it's real.
I got that.
And maybe one day, you know what I mean. You've been with your girlfriend for a year or so, right?
Yeah.
You've known Annie much longer,
Yeah.
Right.
Since I interned here.
right? You share a deep connection
Yes. And now even deeper.
and a demon.
And a demon.
It's crazy that you don't think to yourself like, okay, there's a demonic presence. I need to get rid of this. How do I do it?
Do you sage?
Well, he did think of that.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
he gave a free deal to somebody else.
He said,
Literally the
I
first
know
thing he
exactly
thought.
how I'll do it. I know the quickest way out. I got a guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eddie. I had no one in mind when I said that.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Poor Annie.
Glad I was there.
I'm so bad for her. Annie, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, because the demon chose.
I am too. I mean, happy to be chosen, but still, it doesn't feel great.
See?
Yeah.
We have a connection and it understood. It understood the assignment.
No,
Are you happy you
my
gave your best
standards
friend a
are
demon
low.
now? Are you happy?
You happy?
Well,
If it doesn't go to him, he is. And by the way, I bet he'll never share a room with Annie again.
Those days are over.
Yeah, that was a trick, Annie. You got hoodwinked.
Well, guess what? Now I'm going to share a room with both of them. They better move over because
Him and the demon?
somebody else
Yeah.
no, my girlfriend. I'm
and his
guessing.
girlfriend.
I mean, the girlfriend's not going to be around that much longer.
Stop.
You know, I mean,
For being honest.
Exactly. Try. Let's. I mean, Ecuador, yeah, but Japan in March, that's a one-person trip. Hey, by the way, why do you think Hot Dog waits until like 3 weeks before the trip to actually book the tickets?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Wow.
I mean, I'll give you guys an update if I get another.
I don't want
Please.
you anywhere near me.
I don't even feel comfortable with you in the same room.
Yeah, I'll still hang with you, dude.
Thanks.
I'm very interested.
Mike?
Mike didn't like you. Mike wants to go back to the cuckoldry stuff. He doesn't really care about any of this.
I
Mike's
still had that chair. No, I've had sleep paralysis before. It's not.
Wait, did a demon attack you?
I don't know. You wake up for a second and you're like, why can't I move? And then you're like, oh, I'm all right.
Right,
That's
but no
different.
demon.
No demon from the eyeball?
No.
That's because I thought maybe. I could have guessed which one,
but no, just physical damage.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, different strokes for different folks, I guess. Let's go to Dean in Illinois. What's up, Dean?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good, man.
Listen, hot dog over there, he probably got epilepsy.
Did he have epilepsy, hot dog? Wait, would you have caught epilepsy in the last year?
Well, you don't catch it, but
Annie does.
You know, he's a drinker, and when you get drunk a lot, it lowers your tolerance for seizures and whatnot. So
why are you getting upset? Okay, Dean, I'm going to let you go. Hot Dog's offended that you said he had epilepsy. He would prefer a demon haunting him than epilepsy.
No, you can't just give epilepsy to another person.
Troy, what would you prefer? If I said you had epilepsy, or I said you have a demon that's haunting you and infecting your friends?
Epilepsy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although, if you are drinking a lot, I mean, they call it spirits, so maybe you're bringing in spirits from other dimensions.
True.
Has this happened to you on a night where you haven't been drinking?
Yeah, it's happened on weekdays.
So, that does not mean you haven't been drinking.
Yeah, I mean, who are you talking to? Okay, you're talking to Travis here,
King of the Lushes.
Exactly. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know what I mean?
Real recognize real.
That's right. No, but you've been visited stone cold sober.
Yeah.
What?
Well, here's
now that's a demon I could get behind.
Oh yeah.
I can't explain
4x4.
I can't explain the eye transfer snapping thing, but I think what got me and Annie in this like little pattern at the same exact time.
Pickle. We'll call it a pickle. A demonic pickle.
Is Annie? You remember we had our alarm set for like every 15 minutes. Around that time, and we were both hitting
just so we could stare in each other's eyes.
Wait, what? Why?
I forgot why. It might have maybe we were checking out or something like that. So we were just
we had to get breakfast at 9, but we didn't sleep until like 4 or 5.
Yeah, so we were just going into like a trance. We were going to sleep and then hitting snooze every 15 minutes. And I know that's like the REM, whatever thing is called.
That's REM is right.
REM sleep.
And then that demon was like, "Hey, that's me in the corner."
And those are shiny, happy people.
That's right. REM.
But I know you get in that cycle and then it fucks you up.
You're automatic for the
It's
demon.
called REM, right? Yeah. Corey in Rockland. What's up, Corey?
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Every once in a great while, I get the sleep paralysis too. It's an anxiety attack that's been diagnosed as. So if you get an anxiety attack, the best thing to do is just put your head back down and just go back to sleep. It's not a demon. It's not a cuckold. It's
That's what I'm saying.
anxiety. You have to relax.
Okay,
That's all you have to do.
Okay, thank you, Corey. Because that's the logical response. Annie, based on what you saw, do you think anxiety attack or demon?
I think a little of both. There was definitely something demonic in there. That wasn't just anxiety.
Well, look,
that was crazy.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. A demon's going to cause an anxiety attack 10 times out of 10. Yeah, I will not tell you how anxious. I'm usually cool as a cucumber. But now that I would go to the therapist and say, sometimes I get anxiety attacks when demons haunt me.
When I think the demon
fair.
might be coming over tonight, I'm a little anxious.
When I see a demon escaping the eyeball of my little man's, then yes, I get anxiety. And then the therapist will go, "Your little man." I go, "That's a whole different." Let's focus on the demon right now.
That's next week.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we could all explain the first part of it as the whole eyeball turning viciously towards them and then the other person freezing up.
I think the other person seeing you convulse is nuts, like snapback head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think Annie getting symptoms while you were getting symptoms.
That's weird.
Is real weird.
I don't think it's weird at all.
What do you mean?
I think the demon was transferring over to Annie. He offered somebody else.
Stop this demon.
Yeah.
You don't even like talking about it, right?
Just stop it. You just call on the name of Jesus and stop this demon.
I mean, this guy is going to, when I tell you, Troy is going to get in 80,000 steps today listening to every Taylor Swift album over and over again. You got to get some kind of peace back in your life. You didn't know.
Well, he offered up somebody else, and this was the demon.
Demons are not scientifically proven.
No, this had nothing to do with
there is
science.
a demonic realm. I mean, think that's a
I don't think that's
known.
proven.
Yeah, that's proven that there's other realms.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Neither do I. So you kind of just got to go with it. You know?
How do you fall asleep every night? Like, I would be terrified.
He's passes out.
You just think it's
he's actually excellent. He's one of the great faller sleepers of all time. It can be 3 o'clock in the. If I said, hot dog, okay, we're gonna go off the air 10 minutes early, catch a nap for 10 minutes before you leave. You could do that.
I did that constantly during the trip. I would go to take a nap at 7 p.m. and then I'd wake up at 3 a.m. and then come back out.
I would constantly be terrified that like the demon was going to come again.
Right. He's like, well, if it comes, it comes. I'm going to sleep right now.
I wasn't.
You did sleep fine after that.
Of course you did. You're simple-minded people. Yeah, there's not like, you know, I've never hung out with the two of you and gone like, man, with these two together, the depth that I'm experiencing is. Denise in Florida?
Yeah, at first when I turned the radio on and heard this, I thought, Jesus, is this for real?
I mean, Denise.
And now I'm listening to you, and I'm saying to myself, don't fuck around with this. Pardon my language, but you can't mess around with this.
I know, Denise. Look, listen.
To fool around with.
I'm going to tell you.
Nothing at all.
I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay. Hot dog gets sleep paralysis, and he always blames it on demons, and I would goof on him for it. He posted a thing on his Instagram that said that he and Annie got visited by a demon in their sleep.
Right.
I said, this story sounds insane. I didn't ask him not one question, true or false.
Right.
I asked him zero questions about it, and I texted him yesterday and said, hot dog, come in one day this week. I want to talk to you about the sleep demons or whatever. Because I was like, you know, best case, whatever. Like, maybe we'll goof, maybe whatever. It just sounds like an interesting story.
Yeah.
And Denise, this is what we get.
But I get it. But if he really has a demon, I'm telling you, this goes way back to my childhood, where they told me you don't even invite it. You don't even bring it up. You don't talk about it, because all you have to do is open the door.
We're broadcasting.
And it sounds like he already did.
Hot dog. You're fucking broadcasting it into a satellite dish right now. Are you crazy?
That's why Troy wants us to stop talking about it.
You have to cast out the demons.
How are we going to do that?
Can't get all of us.
Call on the name of Jesus.
Well, are we
Cast
fucked?
it out.
Are we fucked?
If you see a demon, start calling on the name of Jesus.
He calls Annie's name.
He called the name of Annie.
Yeah, that's the wrong name, hot dog.
That's the wrong name.
Fuck.
Thank you.
You guys want to call someone in?
Thank you, Denise.
No, I don't
Call a
want to
Jesuit priest.
Yeah, do we have Catholic radio still?
I think they all got fired.
They may have gotten laid
did
off. Yeah, can we bring in... Can you ask McClure for real? If a cardinal or... I don't know who does the shows. But if one of the people...
I know we still have it because somebody was over in Rome for this channel.
Yes.
Okay, whoever covered Rome. Can you see, like, for real... If we could have somebody come in, we will take it 100% seriously.
Okay.
I'll make Mike Montone leave because he doesn't believe any of this nonsense. But we'll cover it.
There needs to be a full exorcism.
We'll cover it seriously, and I would just first he can would you be okay with that if we did that?
I'm open to it. I would like to not have this happen.
Okay, and then maybe he doesn't need it. Maybe
No, he needs it.
Catholic show host could just go like, "Hey, tell me about what's going on," and maybe it's something very explainable. I don't know, but.
Yeah, but then we're going to tell the Catholic show host that, like, Hot Dog offered to give the demon another
Hot Dog would tell him that. Yes,
It's too late. He already did it.
That's true. I'm not helping.
Denise is right.
I'm not helping Annie. I want to get. Annie's fucked. Whatever.
Annie's on her own at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I'm sorry, Annie. Like, we love you, but like, there's nothing to.
Annie has super religious parents, so they could cover for her.
What do you mean?
I don't think you have any clue how that
Honestly,
works.
didn't know.
Yeah, she has to call it though.
And like, by the way, thank you, Denise. I mean, I know Annie. She has taken on zero of that religion with her.
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
Can't we just get like the Pope's MAGA brother?
I mean, even that, he's closer to God than we are at this point.
I'm willing to try anything.
Why don't you just call on Jesus, stop, and make him stop the demon?
Is that just how it works? Do I have to go to church for that?
No, say it with your mouth. Just say it with your mouth.
Jesus, stop this.
Okay, we'll see if it works.
That's something. It's
I
better
mean, when
than
it's
nothing.
happening to you, you have to Jesus. Well, you don't have to be you have to do Foley work.
Well, you don't need to
have
mock.
puppets.
You don't need to mock.
Well, as
And you're
I'm
asking for his help.
freezing up, instead of me going, Annie, help, it's Jesus, help.
You can't mock Jesus if you're in here to talk to us about the demon that's
Well, it's not
following
mocking.
you.
That's how I talk when I get frozen up.
I heard you talk like this.
That's what they do in all the exorcisms.
All right.
And the movies about them. Miguel in Los Angeles.
Hey, are demons the reason why Annie clogged the toilet in Vegas?
That's a great question.
Oh shit! I did do that.
Thank you, Miguel, for the help.
I might have just been me.
I'll tell you what, there's no demon infecting Miguel's memory.
I have a demon leave me every morning.
Is that right? Yeah, these stalls in the Sirius XM bathrooms are haunted, very haunted. Oh, well, I mean,
I don't like any of this. I'm more on I'm not a religious person. I'm way more on Troy's wavelength right now.
I'm not a religious person either.
I mean, what options do you have?
I mean, the minute he said I offered somebody else to the demon.
I mean, what are you doing, dude?
I didn't consciously do that. It was almost like
he made you do it?
No, it was almost like, please leave me alone. I'll get you somebody.
I mean, you folded so
that's
that's weird, man.
That's like, I mean, fight or flight kicks in.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well be on Nathan for you. You know what I mean? You are a pilot. Your flight kicks in.
You're frozen up. You can't fight.
So you go flight. You can fly when you're frozen?
That was me offering someone.
Oh my god.
Annie, are you pissed?
I wouldn't want him in a foxhole with me.
Pissed.
You're pissed. She is
friend.
pissed.
Yes,
Yeah.
she should be pissed.
But you haven't had any demon visitation since you've been home.
Not yet, but I have a lot of weird body aches everywhere out of nowhere now, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but that also might be the result of you blacking out and not remembering certain things. That's to be fair.
True.
You should get a posture brace on Amazon.
That's true.
They really help.
Well, all right, Annie. Please, both of you, keep us updated on everything that goes on, okay?
And good luck, Annie.
Yeah,
Good
Annie,
luck.
Godspeed.
Thank you. You're gonna need it. Fuck this guy.
Don't fuck around. You tell your girlfriend you gave Annie a demon?
I told her we both got visited by a demon.
What'd she say to that?
She said,
She's like, oh great, another experience I didn't get to have.
Oh, cool. And you were like, and how'd the demon... You said it came out of your eye? Well, my third eye.
yeah, I didn't give her too much...
brown eye.
Yeah, I didn't give her too much detail.
She didn't ask follow-ups?
Well, because I'm...
No, she's probably so pissed that she didn't get to be part of this trip. She doesn't want to know.
And now you're haunting other women behind my back.
Hey, she's glad. She's like, I didn't get the demon. Good, I didn't go.
Yeah. That's a
I mean, what did she say to you? Like, oh, by the way, me and Annie shared a demon.
Oh, she joked. She was like, oh, that's probably my mom, because she thinks that you guys are, whatever. Like, that was probably my mom's spirit visiting you guys.
Your girlfriend's mom?
Yeah.
Why would your girlfriend's mom visit you and Annie?
Because her girlfriend's mom is pissed at me.
Your girlfriend's mom is pissed at you?
Yeah.
Why? Why would she be pissed at you?
Is she dead?
No,
she's just very angry.
Yeah. She called my girlfriend a pendeja for letting me go on.
What is the English translation of that?
A sucker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did she know?
Well,
she has a brain in her head?
No, she's like, oh, you're letting him go on a trip with,
smart woman.
So you didn't mention that before when you said your coworkers had questions. This guy, you didn't mention also my girlfriend's mom wondered what the hell was going on.
Yeah. I got her a gift though. I got her and her mom a gift. So.
Is it possessed?
No, but don't put that out there.
Do you think it's a good gift?
Me don't put that out there?
Yeah, you're the one who just offers up people.
Do I think it's a good gift? You bought it at royalty free in the airport.
You got it duty free?
Yeah, you know what it is?
Crown Royal?
It's a Toblerone.
It was a necklace.
You got her a Toblerone?
I got
you got her a big novelty Toblerone.
I got her a nice necklace and ring. That's it was in Pandora, but it was like a Greek exclusive kind of deal. What?
You went to Greece.
Yeah. They had Greek exclusive
you went to Greece.
Do they like Pandora?
It doesn't matter. There's a Pandora in the mall in White Plains.
But I'm asking,
why would you go to Greece and buy something from Pandora?
Because it's exclusive.
But why wouldn't you go to one of the local merchants?
Yeah, get something that you can only get in Greece.
No, I mean I got other little charms and stuff, but I got her a nice pricey necklace and ring.
Did it come with a receipt?
No.
So what difference does it make?
It looks nice. It just,
and so you go like this.
Order a bunch of stuff from Pandora.
You go like this. You go like this. Hey, I know I'm on vacation with a bunch of women and I'm sharing my demon with them. But I want you to know there's nothing to worry about. And if you are at all suspicious, here's expensive jewelry.
Yes.
That's less suspicious. I went to Pandora and bought you something expensive to get you to stop asking questions.
I bought your mom something expensive.
Right. So mom,
she's not a sucker.
Nothing to worry about.
No, she's gonna like it. It looks.
She thinks her daughter's a pendeja.
She mentioned that way.
Sucks. That sucks. Well, you know what? Honestly, it's the least of your concerns.
I have a lot of concerns.
You know what? You know what's great about having a demon? I think I don't have one, but you know what's great about it? It really puts your other problems into perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? When your girlfriend's mad at you, it's like, okay, like
I'm possessed.
Yeah, big fucking deal. Like, oh, hot dog, I'm not going to talk to you for a week. Fine. I have other things to worry about.
Yeah.
I passed a demon on to my friend. I think we both have it instead of it just going to her.
I'm convulsing in bed.
Yeah.
Can't talk.
And she's like, well, I'm mad at you. Oh, fine. Who gives a fuck at this point? Yeah. Enjoy yourself.
Well, there's a pro.
I got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Enjoy your Pandora necklace. You can return it at the local Pandora if you want the cash value.
I don't know if you can because
it's a Greek exclusive. Instead of going to a local
yeah, you got some jewelry that's like made there.
Do you know? Yeah. The people in Greece would look at the Greek exclusives in Pandora and go, "What a nice thing for tourists to buy."
Well, also, I don't want to...
Nobody in Greece would go like, I need the Greece exclusive.
I don't want to go to a souvenir shop and get her the $30
No, you go to a
pendant.
local merchant.
Yeah, and then I don't know if they're ripping me off. I don't know if this is real
hot dog
jewelry.
You know how you know that somebody's ripping you off? You're in a transaction with them. Trust me. You walk into a room and everybody comes around. Wow. Well, listen.
I'm exhausted.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. That's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah. If nothing happens within 2 months, clear.
That's right.
How do you figure?
That's how you know. That's what they say about demons. 60 days. 60 days. That's
There's no return policy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, God.
I mean, that movie, 60 Days After? That's how you know.
Troy, can you believe this?
Good luck, man.
Do you want him banned from the studio for 60 days?
Yes.
60 days.
Yes.
Just put a cross up and it'll be fine.
Well, it's not a cross. You gotta cast out the demon.
We'll bring some garlic.
Okay. I love garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll feed him garlic.
Yeah.
He'll start Nosferatuing out. Let's make him have sex with someone at sunrise. Watch him burn up. Like the weird demon vampire that he is. We're going to get you, you son of a bitch. We're going to get him.
Oh, my God.
Troy's showing up with silver bullets. We're going to get that son of a bitch, aren't we?
I do at one point want to just maybe for a month put a camera in my room for every single night and just see if I can catch it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine
what do you think would happen more, demonic possessions or nocturnal emissions?
just jizzing all over the place?
Oh yeah. No, skip that day.
I might do that.
Get a Ring camera. They have great night vision.
I don't know why you haven't already.
Yeah. Because if I caught that shit with Annie on video, oh my God.
How crazy would it be if there's an orb in the room or some shit.
I know. And I got a great YouTube channel for you to put it on. Let's monetize the fuck out of it. Yeah. Throw a watermark on that sumbitch quick. Well, all right, guys. I think we learned more than we expected today.
I'm leaving here a different person.
You are?
Yeah.
You have a busy day now?
Start my prayer as soon as I get out of here.
Gotta go grab a rosary on the way out?
Oh, man. Hot dog. Bro. Gotta get rid of that shit, man.
We'll figure it out.
What do you mean we'll figure it out?
Tranquilo. Am I right?
Easy,
man. Easy. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Hot Dog.
Oh, anytime.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
Greetings and citations, fine shits.
It wasn't interesting to me. It was just, it felt like so indulgent. It was one of just the most indulgent, non-earned vacations I'd ever seen in my life. Non-earned. I can't stand a non-earned vacation. Seeing somebody relax and take a load off when it's of what? Take a load off of what? What have you been carrying on your shoulders? What do you need a break from? I don't know how long it's been since I had a vacation. I can't imagine. I think I went to Fire Island for 2 days last year. That was it. I think I took the kids to Disney World. At this point, it was 2-3 years ago.
I think you only had one kid.
I had two, but the one was little. I got 3 now. But regardless.
It feels like Hot Dog is on a permanent vacation.
It really is.
I think you guys are just jealous of all those hotties.
Maybe that's what it was.
Hotties that nobody's doing anything with.
That's what he says.
Bring him to an NBA locker room, then we'll see.
That's what he says. So he comes in, and so I'm like, whatever. But then he posts a thing that says he got visited by a sleep demon while he was in Greece. And I go, okay, I'm actually interested in that. So I am coming in, and he talked to us about it yesterday, and it was so much worse. Like, I'm going to be 100% honest. I thought he was going to tell a tale of typical sleep paralysis, and we were just kind of going to goof on him, be like, there's no demon. And it went so dark, so deep, like so fast. I was like, wait, what did you do? To the point where he's seeing a demon. The girl that's in the room with him is seeing the same demon. They're seeing a demon transfer from one eyeball to the next. There are pockets of time that can't be accounted for. They both have been through something. There's physical symptoms. Now they're both paralyzed. And we find out at the end that he's made a deal with a demon and said, if you leave me alone, I'll give you somebody else.
But the demon took the offer of taking somebody else, but didn't leave him alone.
Well, that's my question, because I was editing the video last night, so I was kind of re-listening to some of your comments on it, and you said that yesterday, that you made a huge mistake, because now he's got both of you. But part of me was like, well, maybe that was the transfer. Do you think that
that's what I was thinking.
Right. But do you think the demon leaves something behind in Hot Dog?
How will we know?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? What a strange...
It's weird,
I feel like his eye going red was the demon leaving his body and transferring over to Annie.
That makes sense.
That's
to
how
me.